Thank you so much. Oh, you are too kind. Oh, it's so good to see you and see you.
No, put the camera away. No, get out of here. God, paparazzi, I'm telling you. Good evening, all, and welcome to a very special episode of the podcast Downstairs. We are just a bunch of Halloweenies and fans of frights, sights, and scares. Everything from gore to goop, extra tension to extraterrestrials, independent to big studio, and the whole precious horror world in between. It is Samhain tonight. It is Halloween. It is summer's end, All Hallows Eve, and we are just so damn excited to share with you such an awesome thing that we've put together. So put on your best costume, throw on a scary movie, grab some snacks, and get ready to spend your favorite holiday awarding some of the best, brightest, most fun movies of the past year at our inaugural CELLAR Awards. We have a lot to say on that, but first, we're gonna go around the stage and introduce ourselves. This is my first time hosting a Halloween special, and we are excited to share with you the best ofs and the specific wins, most importantly, the great snubs of the night. No, seriously, nothing says I love something so much like lining them all up and picking favorites. Just ask my parents. Tonight, we will be doing something you've never seen before, especially for those listening on the podcast, because you won't see it. Ladies and gentlemen, boils and ghouls, I'll be your undead guide, and definitely one of the hosts that you've ever seen. I'm Glenn.
The Jellicle Moon is out tonight, and I am so excited to be talking about all things horror while wearing a tank top. The budget doesn't account for sleeves, but the time spent with you all is priceless. This has been a joy to be a part of, from our simple beginnings of half-apps and movie outings to now a Halloween special full of nonsensical musings and joyous adventures into the unknown. I am Claudio, and I cannot deny the fact that you like me. Right now, you like me.
Should we not freeze frame for you to just as the end credits? Or?
In a world.
The car's on fire, and there's no driver at the wheel. And the sewers are all muddied with 1,000 lonely suicides. And a dark wind blows. The government is corrupt, and we're on so many drugs with the radio on and the curtains drawn. We're trapped in the belly of this horrible machine, and the machine is bleeding to death. The sun has fallen down, and the billboards are all leering, and the flags are all dead at the top of their poles. It went like this. The inaugural CELLAR Awards! Podcast Downstairs! 2025 is the best year ever! And I'm the best...
You're the
at
best,
a lot of things.
You're
we
the
all
best
have
guy
different
named
talents.
Joe on this show.
There it is.
True.
And I am Joe. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Happy Halloween.
Oh, God. This feels good. This is exciting. It's Halloween, finally.
It is Halloween, blessed, Samhain, Halloween, all the festivities.
It's the best night of the year.
It
really is.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, everyone at home is doing something particularly fun and spooky.
Carve
and
a
if
pumpkin.
not, what are you doing? You're a nerd.
Putting on a cool movie to watch with your friends or watch by yourself.
Yeah. Because, you know, my favorite thing about horror movies is, like, when you're watching one, when you're home alone, you never feel like you're actually alone.
Fuck yeah.
There's always somebody.
Keep that nightlight on, buddy, because
I think Joe just passed a kidney stone. I looked over and the wincing was terrifying. That's a real world horror.
Oh, we've started. All right. All right. Yeah.
Sorry, I was on the phone with my agent.
That would be typically a painful experience. No. We are in no amount of pain. I am actually very stoked to award some standouts of the year, some acolytes, some heavy hitters, some bright, shiny starlets.
Yes.
Get real glittery.
Bright, dark future.
Bright, dark futures.
And if you've been listening to our previous episodes, which you should have, we definitely discussed our votes for our Halloween king and queen, our Scream kings and queens, and all royalty in between. So if you haven't watched them, you should watch them first and then check it out for the end for maybe a surprise. Who knows? We make the rules, not you.
Because it's our show.
And not theirs. But yes, as with any award ceremony where we celebrate all the achievements, it would be a disservice to miss out on remembering those who are not with us anymore, the folks who have passed on to the other side to give us absolutely gnarly, heartbreaking, chest-bursting kills of the season. So without further ado, just a brief in memoriam to some of those that we have lost. The cheerleaders, decapitated by a truck from the monkey. Danny Odello Timmis, bludgeoned with a hammer. Oddity. Artfully done. I still remember it viscerally. And you don't see anything. Brilliant work.
You had it coming.
Eric Sundvisk pulled apart by Samson 28 years later.
I'll be so honest. I don't think I was looking at the man being ripped apart in that scene.
You know what?
There's some other, meaty, bloody...
Meteor?
Yeah,
I watched that whole scene like this.
anatomical...
you know that SpongeBob
representation?
meme where we're just like watching the squeaky boots.
And his nose is just flopping around.
And you know what? His nose was flopping around.
That's what I thought you were talking about.
Navarro, chest burster, alien Romulus. You can't have an alien without a nice subtle nod to what its predecessor was. And
that was wet. That
a
was
heartbreaking, wet, chest bursting.
When you do a classic well, it should be recognized.
Goes to show how good of a gag that is.
Yeah.
They made it all those years ago, and people have been doing it ever since.
It still hits. You're still you can't wait. Like you're just.
You know what's happening. It's a matter of when, and when it does, you're like, beautiful, excellent.
Even if I'm just sending you guys the GIF of the top hat guy.
Yep.
Still, I'm like,
Which the best part is that was from Spaceballs, and that was still an effective scene.
Yeah.
Brooks.
And I also think that it was the same actor who got chest bursted, if I remember correctly, from Alien.
That is acting continuity at its finest. Abe, Clover, Max, Nina, and Megan exploding from tainted water until dawn. When I tell you that movie was silly, but that
Ready or not, did it first.
You want to talk about a scene that comes out of the left field, though. Watching that was just the dude sitting there like.
Glenn, every scene in that movie came out of left field.
That was, it was called Until Left Field.
until left field.
Left for Dawn.
Seemingly by design.
Yes.
But just so absurd, but just so you couldn't look away.
Also, you guys didn't drink the water, right?
Nope, I'm on a strict Baja diet.
I'm hydrating in the most healthy way.
And finally, we have Alfred Milano, crushed by a piano. Final Destination Bloodlines. If I've never thought of a more deserving execution.
I hate that kid.
Now,
I
to
hated
be
him
clear,
so much.
this in memoriam will also serve as our...
These were some of our top kills of the year, yes, for sure.
Were we trying to give that away yet?
No, they might come up, they may
okay,
not.
okay, we're not
They're
doing it at the
definitely
same
in
time.
contention.
Contender?
So I was going to say, if we're going to hype anyone up, I want to make clear, are we doing like best death kill or are we doing most satisfying? Because then I think somebody's got a real head and other parts,
Okay, I was gonna be like, is there a butt in there? But yeah, absolutely.
I kind of stumbled into that one. Fell into it, really.
It's a transition, and
I will say too, just for the as far as the in memoriam goes, we're all here for the laughs and the yucks and the happies and the funs. But a special shout out to Tony Todd, whom we lost. We lost some horror royalty.
absolutely.
His works will go on forever. That man is immortalized in the world of horror.
A
So,
legend.
Thank you.
A legend of horror, a legend of a man through and through.
And so
Now we can go back to joking.
Do we want to mention Final Destination, Candyman, various video game voice work,
Oh my God,
yeah.
But I know that would be a very long list, and we're not able to look things up in the moment. So.
Yeah.
And if you watched
Just understand.
our Scream King segment,
Salami segments.
Salami sliders.
If you
Seligment.
if you watched our Scream King segment, we did touch base on a lot of his past work, his present work, and some future work that he has coming. So definitely keep that.
That's right. He does have movies coming out.
Yeah, he does, and he
Posthumously.
He worked hard on anything that was horror, and that is commendable.
That's a good word. Posthumously.
It's a nice adverb.
It is.
Specific.
It's transitional, one might say.
Transitional, you say? Transition into what?
To wine. 7 fishes.
I love grapes.
I got nothing.
With all those
I
memoriams,
wrote so much.
with all those memoriams and our love of Tony Todd, I think we can go into our awards of the CELLAR Awards and start giving some love to the more niche things of the year to come.
100%.
One that I would love to give out is the Mother of the Year Award. Now, there's a lot of contenders for this, but I personally am not going with an actual maternal mother. I'm going with someone who served mother. If you know, you know. Gladys from Weapons. I could not keep my eyes off of that woman.
She has so quickly become an icon.
Yes, and most recently,
instantly,
the talk of works of a prequel for Gladys, which is incredible. Because I know it was in the back of Zach's mind, and then it comes into, hey, she's getting a lot of traction, so why not just run with what the momentum?
Remember the actor's name? It's Amy Madigan? No. Amy...
That is a great question. Because I know she has some serious acting credentials under her belt,
I was just going to say, we're not trying to just look things up. We're just kind of going off of our memories, which are clearly quite poor. But
actually, yours was really good, because it was Amy.
Oh, okay. Well, I would say that, I didn't know her very well before this, but, we very well might, because she was a huge name, more so in the 90s, I think, right? In the late 80s as well. So I don't have titles to list off, but it was interesting because I did just recently listen to the Big Picture podcast in which Sean Fennessy was discussing this exact thing, where he was kind of musing on the fact that younger audiences are going to know her maybe more than anything else for this, this twisted clown demon witch, and know
this
nothing of her as a love interest or a leading lady or whatever, and it's just
But the joy of that is that the people that are hardcore, and not to say that everyone's not hardcore, but people who are actually into the actors and the acting will go down her filmography and touch down on that's really cool.
It's one of the smartest decisions. Yeah,
and it's it's synergy, for lack of a better word. It's all feeding into each other, and we love that.
It's a great way, like you said, to bring people into your old filmography. It's it's for being someone who was such a big actor or a big name for a long time and then kind of fell out of the limelight. It's come back. Do a weird movie. Do the weirdest thing you can find, because almost assuredly it's going to work out. I promise.
Yeah, that movie struck gold. She struck gold. Everyone, it was fantastic. Yeah. But it would be a disservice for Mother of the Year to not give love to Sally Hawkins.
I don't know. She was a good mom.
So when we say Mother of the Year in a horror award, and I say Gladys, yes, she served mother.
She served mother.
But Mother of the Year, you know what I mean. She wasn't the mom of the best mom.
She wasn't a good mom, but she was definitely mom of the year.
She may have tried to mom too much. Maybe not mother, but she may have.
To be fair,
you know what? I'll give you that. She was momming. She was not mothering.
She overmommed.
Yeah.
She started in the right place. She started in the right place, and grief is a bitch.
Yeah. I will give you that. She was momming too hard, but not mothering enough.
You guys are far more generous with that lady than I was.
Oh, don't give me
No, I know. You guys hated her as much as I did. But I was just even throughout the movie, I was just no, throwing popcorn. I refuse. I can't possibly. I just, hated her so much. Where at least Gladys, I feel much more comfortable giving her the accolade because, I can hang with Gladys. I can have a drink with Gladys before I watch what happens to Gladys.
You better watch that she was cut your hair.
Yeah.
Or present a twig in your presence.
I would totally go out with Gladys and eat some soup,
I'm quicker.
Eat some soup, maybe some hot dogs. 7 hot dogs to be specific. 7 a day, 7 hot dogs a day. Is that bad?
I was so upset when on that
podcast that I just mentioned, they discussed the 7 hot dogs and didn't mention the whitest kids you know. I
That's
was like,
insanity.
do your homework. I would say without having anything prepared. Anyway.
But yes, off to our next award, the best serial killer to use sharks. Clearly, you're going to see that these are very, very specific awards. It goes to dangerous animals.
Oh, I did not see that coming.
Absolutely. Oh my God. Who would have?
An upset from the back of the room.
And Jaws just came back to theaters.
It did.
Ah,
That's actually really funny.
that is actually really
50th
funny.
anniversary, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And dangerous animals, higher on the list. I mean, but what can you say?
Well, I was gonna say I have not seen this one, but like for you guys that have, or anyone that is also familiar with, I don't know, the Meg, or even things like Piranha 3D or whatever, like just your various shark-based or octopus-based,
aquatic,
squid-based,
yeah.
Sharknado-based, like whatever.
Devilfish, if you're going back far enough.
Whatever, you know. All the way to the abyss or underwater. But like, where do you think Dangerous Animals ranks? Or not ranks, but like...
I think it sits at a very... I want to... I mean, I'm the Paul Abdul, so you'll know I'm going to sugarcoat it. But I don't think I need to sugarcoat it. I enjoyed it. It was...
No wrong answers.
just judgingly. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was different while still, being a shark movie. But even though it wasn't even like a shark movie per se, it was...
It just sort of fed people to sharks. Really.
Yeah, it was Courtney who was the antagonist, and sharks
How
were
chummy
just...
did they get? Nailed it!
That joke had teeth.
But yeah, he was the antagonist. The sharks were just a tool to his...
no, shark. The babies are always innocent, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah.
But like, I
Puppies
enjoyed
of the
it.
sea.
It was fun. I'd watch it again.
Yeah.
As like, you know what? I would put that would be a movie that I would
It's
put
kind
on.
of schlocky. It's fun.
Yeah. And it's on Shudder.
Mm-hmm.
We love Shudder. So, go watch it.
Sorry, I was just chuckling, thinking back to
Oh, God.
2018's The Predator, in which, they had predator dogs that they, like, tamed and made friends with.
Please, if you're going to say it correctly. Predogs. Predogs.
Predominantly.
Where's the predog? Out here straight predogging it.
But you truly answered what I was trying to ask, which was like, oh, do you think of it more as like a serial killer movie or a shark movie? So that was
Yeah.
correct. Appreciate it.
It's
Not like a 47 meters down or whatever that movie
Ooh, there
was.
you go.
Yeah.
Or-
It wasn't
yeah,
a that movie.
Or open water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was The Shallows, right? That was also a pretty popular
Yeah.
one recently.
It's
Red
not
water.
like the shark is the bad guy. No, he's the bad guy.
Yeah, red water.
They're
think, is
just
another one.
there as the tool.
It sits very calmly next to like something like Wolf Creek, where it's like, oh, we got another Australian serial killer.
You know what? If I had a nickel, honestly,
There's a lot.
I'd have a lot of nickels.
yeah.
At
And
least
then
10
there's,
cents worth, but still.
No, there was also like if you're going in the realm of like Australian horror movies and Australian serial killers specifically, there's a very long list of things.
Are there any aquatic-based ones?
dangerous animals?
I can't. Oh, now we're doing this, you little bitch.
Like Bungo. Isn't that Australian?
Oh, I was thinking of shark movies.
I was just trying to,
I
once
was-
again, persecute
Fuck!
you for your values.
Burn me at the stake. If liking Lake Mungo was illegal, put me in jail right now.
I'm just
Wow, we tricked
Hold on.
him. He did it, folks.
hold on. Our PA's actually just handed me something. It's another award for biggest Lake Mungo stand goes to Joe.
What?
Weirdly enough.
No.
Are you sure you want that? You can get rid of it.
I campaigned for it, therefore I earned it. That's how this works, folks. Look it up.
I want to look at the name on that award. I bought the collector's edition, which still hasn't come in yet. It'll come in probably like December or January.
sorry,
I want to see it. No, this is Moonlight all over again. If you get that one.
We're losing our minds down here.
We've been here for almost a year.
Yeah, I know.
In this cellar. So this one is actually fun because this one doesn't have an answer. And it's going to be really fun because I'm going to fight for what I know is the true answer.
Okay.
The best legacy
afraid it was a
sequel,
typo.
prequel, requel, part 2. What's it going to be?
So again, since I was
Teddy, we know what it's going to be. The divas are up.
I was annoyingly, I think, speaking over you. So again, to be clear, you said this is the award for best.
Legacy sequel, prequel, requel,
Part 2.
part 2.
The Reckoning.
Or 3 or 4 or 5. Okay.
Redo.
Well, I mean, we covered our 3, right? Which
We
were,
did
of
cover our
course,
3.
28 Bloodlines, and I Know What You Did.
All right, so if I was picking among those 3, easily, it's
I Know What
20
You Did.
years.
Ooh. So wait, what are you saying?
I'm not actually going to.
Are you sure?
If I had to pick between them, it would be 28 years.
Oh.
Hands down, Boots House down.
Well, that's what I was going to say. That
But if I'm
seems-
being a contrarian, it's I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh. Okay, that's really interesting because I was genuinely, in my whole heart of hearts, going to go with Bloodlines.
That's so quirky of us.
Because my reasoning for that is I feel
That's
like
a pretty 1-to-1 representation,
it.
I feel like.
Well, I was gonna go with it because it really felt to me like it fits very cleanly in with all of the others, and that it's like we're just kind of keeping the ball rolling.
Very
we're doing the
consistent.
same thing over and over again. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We're just having fun with what the world that we have built around it.
Absolutely.
I Know What You Did to me. Kind of missed the mark.
Kind of insults their legacy.
Yes. Yeah. And then something like 28 years later, I don't want to say was bad in any capacity because it is not.
For sure.
It was a fantastic movie. I feel like it's the start of something new. It's a fresh blossom in that garden.
I love High School
It
Musical.
literally is. Like, that's as true as anything else about it. So.
Yeah, like I'm so excited for Bone Temple. Bone Temple should be so cool. I want to see more of Ray Fiennes'
Absolutely.
character. Like it's going to be so awesome to watch that move along.
Hell yeah.
We get to learn
Absolutely.
more about Jimmy and his gang of Jimmies, and when
Jimmy.
the one kid turns into a Jimmy, and like he gets
And
a
a
haircut to
Jello
look
Jimmy.
like Jimmy.
If I had a nickel for every Jimmy. If I took a shot for every Jimmy.
That's like at least like 6 shots.
I can't wait. But like all of this to say, like, you know,
Can you
Art
think of any
and-
others outside of those 3?
from the previous year.
from
Or
this past year?
despite- yeah.
I mean, we had
know there's a bunch,
we
I'm
had a
just
sequel
blanking.
of Megan 2.0.
We did.
Okay, yeah, but not legacy.
Not legacy, sequel,
prequel.
prequel. Yeah, it's a 2.0,
It is a,
Sure.
it is a,
Sequel,
it is
sure,
a
sure,
2,
but
yeah.
it's not.
It's a sequel, yeah.
Not a lot happening in the
Yeah. I just didn't know,
revival of previous predecessors.
Ooh, how about Toxic Avenger?
Oh.
Very rebooty.
Yeah.
Very
I did not
rebooty.
see it, but like it was something that we were definitely given a lot of love for in its charitable efforts, as well as just being something that is probably going to be quite awesome considering the cast and the pedigree and all that.
Absolutely.
I would write that one in.
Elijah Wood in a wig.
Elijah
Right
wouldn't
in,
win.
yeah, absolutely.
I would write that one in actually. Yeah. Come to think of it, and I'm curious to know. I know we're not looking stuff up, but I'm curious to know what the like the IMDb or the Rotten Tomatoes looks like on that as of right now because I have not checked it since release.
Again, and I'm also like not ever clear on is it released? Who has actually seen it? Well, okay, it was just on festivals. Well, that was actually like now 2 or 3 years ago
Yeah,
from the initial ones, and it was
2023.
struggling to get distribution. But so
Yeah.
like, you know, who's actually seen it?
Yeah.
How much are
What
you
that
taking
tomato
into
meter
account?
look like? Show me the tomatoes.
My sources tell me, without looking, that our tomato meter is at 87%.
And that's awesome because I was gonna say
That's not bad.
Oh, that's
Not
amazing.
at all.
That's incredible. That's
Yeah.
very, very high.
Because it's been out for a little bit now.
Well, I was gonna say I even value before it goes wide to audiences because I'd rather get like if I'm gonna get any type of that consensus, and there's plenty of criticisms you can make about it. I know a lot of people kind of worship it a little too closely, and then it that earns its criticisms. However, like as anything else, it's at least an indicator, right?
Yeah.
And I really like looking at it before it goes wide to audiences because then you're getting the aggregate percentage, whatever, of like the critical score, which I know you can kind of isolate on its own anyway.
sure.
But I feel like it's just like a little bit fresher, a little bit like tighter or whatever when it's just like in that in between wide release state because you're getting it, I don't know, just like real fresh. So
Yeah.
tips and tidbits from a wannabe critic loser.
Wannabe?
No, you have credentials.
Critic?
You used to do
yes.
it.
Loser? Never.
Thank
You
you.
used
And
to
I would
write.
have been published if it weren't for that abduction when I last saw the sun.
Also, those meddling kids back in the day, yeah. Joe used to creep around a movie theater dressed up as a ghost. And it
It was a good gig. It was a good job. It was a good career. You know, we used to have a real country. We used to have real jobs, like old men that could creep on kids at abandoned amusement parks in rubber masks.
Right, Glenn? I'm getting scared.
Zoinks! Wait, sorry, Zamps!
All of this to say, horror is
I don't want to owe
always-
money to anyone. Zamps!
Horror is always subjective. So even to us, what we think is enjoyable, what we think is fun, is not the rule. It is not. So if you find something that you like it. Mm-hmm. Like it unapologetically. Enjoy it. I liked Lake Mungo, loud and proud, and you should like I Know What You Did Last Summer, loud and proud.
If that's what you're into, that's what you're into. Just know that I'm no, I was kidding. I'm joking.
So is that our way of saying this award has no consensus and we're just letting it go, or?
Oh no, the answer is Bloodlines.
Okay. Oh, fine with that. No, I honestly think.
Fight me.
No, I think that's a great answer because, as you were saying, like if we're really trying to award the best legacy sequel, I think the one, as you said, nails it because it really like fits in with the legacy. It is consistent with everything that it needed to do, even if it wasn't lighting, literature on fire.
It exists as
Or-
a sequel, yet still gives mythos to everything that's happened before it, technically.
And it also didn't close the door behind it, which was nice.
That is true.
I feel like 20 years later, it's like, ooh,
It's
it
a
nails the
fresh.
clay pigeon from a million miles away. Wow, so impressive. I feel like Bloodlines maybe kind of waits for the clay pigeon to land, walks up to it, and just fucking
And then
But
hits
you
it with a
can't say-
fucking train.
You can't say that clay pigeon exists anymore. So, like,
Yep.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what?
Whereas-
Yeah.
I Know What You Did Last Summer, waited for the clay pigeon to land, and then, like, went and got a hot dog.
Thank
or
you.
I don't know, but...
The divas were up. Damn it.
Not up enough to get an award for it.
This is a snub you will be hearing from my lawyer whenever he finds my GPS location
They
in
would
the
have
cellar.
had. They would have had a chance.
Take it up with the Amelia Perez people. All right, here we go.
No, absolutely. I don't want to be on their side.
Saucy.
I don't want to be on their side. Never mind.
Oh,
It's a joke.
saucy.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
Next we have up is our best death.
This is a really this is a big deal one.
This is a meaty one
This
because
is meaty. This is thick.
for
So
me,
these are the finalists of our in memoriam.
These are the finalists that that we had kind of come together and parsed together. But make your arguments, gentlemen.
so we have
I already argued here.
the three that are here. Unless you're throwing Bloodlines into this as well.
No.
We have
Very happy with Bloodlines to take home
For-
one already.
for best
They're
death.
having a good night already. The divas are up.
Oh, fucking A. I feel that this is more like a package deal. So it's like not so much like either the quantity of death, but like I'm a fan of like how different each death can be, how obscure, how like, so left field it can be. Our options are Until Dawn, Companion, which has some very interesting kills, and the Monkey. I am on Team Monkey. How are you going to have a harpoon, an antique harpoon, shoot through a man, and then reel back and watch his intestines come with it?
R.I.P.
Well, that's I Know What You Did Last Summer, right?
No.
That's the Monkey.
No,
Okay,
the,
well, there was
the
also
opening.
harpoon shooting.
Yeah, there was also a harpoon
Okay,
in
so
that
that's why
one.
I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Now wait, and also I'm sorry to be clear, we are trying to do best death, right? And
Best
we got
deaths.
3 nominees: Monkey, Until Dawn,
And Companion.
Okay.
Correct.
All right, and you are going with the
I'm
Monkey.
Team Monkey.
If you have any
For the
if you have any
harpoon or
write-ins,
for-
Phil?
Well, I say that it, as a starting point, that's the jumping point. That's, I think, the
Was
first...
that what Adam Scott was doing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
When he's trying to give the monkey away.
Yep.
And it just elevates from
that was
there.
the pawn shop guy,
Adam
right?
Scott, see him soon
Yeah.
in Keeper
Yeah.
next month, right? November.
November, yeah.
Oh, so I mean, probably a week or so from now.
Week or two, yeah. But yeah, that's just the jumping point. From
And
there,
speaking
it gets
of jumping, I mean, you got the pool.
the pool explosion, and like I mean,
There was no need for that woman to explode like that.
Yeah, there was. We saw it
And
in
I
the
loved
trailers.
it.
It was gonna happen. But just so many things. I mean, it's already in our memoriam, the cheerleaders, which you see throughout the movie, and then just like,
Well, okay, we did see them throughout
yeah,
the movie.
they
Okay,
were
okay.
like when it was like a feat that they knew
I
like
feel
people
like it was
died.
so subliminal to me because I was like into the promotional thing where they had a literal bus of like bodies
Yeah.
hanging out the windows driving around I think LA or whatever.
Yep.
And then I feel like I missed it when it was in the background of the movie, and then when it showed up, when it like explicitly showed up, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. So
Yeah.
like It was definitely more melty into my background than I think maybe with others, perhaps.
Right.
I also truly did enjoy the what was it, the stepmom's death, or
The hooks?
the aunt, or whoever that was. Yes, the fish hooks
She
that turns
falls into the fish hooks.
That
She's
turns
like-
into her face being on fire.
She
That
puts
turns to her
alcohol.
stabbing a foot, which turns into her getting impaled on a sign. I did not know where that scene was gonna go.
So I know you said it's not about quantity, right? But like that alone was like a triple, like whatever. Like
Oh, that's
it was a
that's-
combo, whatever in Street
Yeah,
Fighter.
that's
like,
quality.
That was So I was gonna say sometimes quantity can also be quality.
Well, like, quantity in the sake of kill count is, like, it's not my, like, be-all, end-all, but the quality of it and, like, the abundance of those kind of is what makes it enjoyable. Like, have you ever seen a wasp nest exit the nest and enter a person? And, like, it's not like, oh, he's all bumpy. No, like, his jaw detached. I haven't seen that in recent media. Have you? Who's
Nope.
to say?
The last time I saw bees anywhere near somebody's mouth was Candyman, and it was not used like that.
But yes.
Truly, I do feel like the monkey is a really good contender for this. Up next, we have Until Dawn. Until Dawn has had some really interesting kills in it. I'll give them that. But I feel like the substance of the movie was not there because they solely focused only on that. Whereas the monkey had a story.
Yeah.
And even though the monkey is really played for laughs and it's just like a silly haha, albeit an extremely bloody, violent, and morbid one, I think it nails the
Give
humor.
me a grown man wearing a suit that a child wore.
So much more so.
Yes.
So much more so than Until Dawn.
Yeah.
Like if it was the monkey versus Final Destination Bloodlines, I think this would be a much tighter
race. For sure.
But since they've already gotten their requel and we're sticking with Monkey, Until Dawn, and Companion, I think Until Dawn.
And feel free
is
to add a
just,
write-in if you have it. I used my write-in already for this chunk, so.
Well, Lake Mungo didn't come out this year, so I can't really
Did
do the
not
simulacrum.
Yeah.
Now, if we're talking quality, I think Companion is the best movie of these three. My favorite, certainly. But I feel like that's it's like one climax kill at the end versus all of the monkey.
Yeah.
Again, it's not.
There was
it is quality.
There's plenty of good kills in that movie, but
Yeah.
the climax kill is definitely
one of the most satisfying. I was
Yeah.
gonna say just that in this case, it does feel a little bit like quantity versus quality, even though this quantity also has plenty of quality.
For sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was for all of our Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance fans. An incredible novel by Robert M. Pirsig that has chapters upon chapters upon chapters about the philosophical discourse between, you guessed it, qualitative and quantitative values. Thanks.
Oh,
Thanks for coming to this Joe Talk.
Academia in my cellar? More likely than you think.
Bet you didn't think you were turning into this and gonna learn something.
So.
I'll slip it in any chance I get.
Saucy.
I think, comparatively, I think we can all agree then that this win would go to the monkey.
Yeah, Oz did something special with this movie, man.
Yeah.
We love our boy Osgood.
Yes,
Mr.
yes.
Perkins.
Mr.
Yes.
Perkins.
Best deaths of the
Truest
year.
of all the horror
Yes,
names.
thank you so much, Osgood. So good.
One of our favorites.
Oz Great Perkins, actually.
We are definitely the first ones to come up.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen it.
So
Patent
easy.
It is the first time I heard it, though. I love
Patent that. Hello. So yeah,
That brings us to...
that is our first segment of oddly specific
That's our
awards.
first chunk of it.
But
Typically during award shows like the Grammy-Mammies, and then like the Oscar Good Perkins, and then the Sea Anemones. Typically they would do like a handful of
guests.
Well, they would do awards and then go to guests.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to be doing something very special for this show. We're actually going to be having someone join us this evening.
Oh my God, they're allowed in the cellar?
Yes.
Did you get in here?
We have room.
Have a seat, my friend.
What news
Hello.
is there of the outside?
It's dark and cold.
Is it darker and colder than my intro? No.
It reminds me of home.
Yeah, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to introduce our friend, the lovely John.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, our lovely pal.
Welcome to the basement. Sorry about the duct tape and
It's
the
cold.
bag.
I don't assume that I know how to get home after this, but
We have a guy.
if the hearse is there waiting again,
Yeah,
I'll
we have a
hop
guy.
in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll zip tie you and put you back.
If you
right?
deserve to go home, you'll go home.
Aw,
Otherwise, you
thanks.
are home.
Welcome.
Sellers are great anyway.
We are
As are the
cellar
cellies.
dwellers. The cellies.
The
yes.
cellies.
So how are you?
Well.
Banter!
Or, well, as DJ would say. No, good so far. Excited to do this. This
Yeah.
is something where, you you had pitched this previously, and it was just looking for the opportunity to do it.
Absolutely. It's
Happy to be
cool
here.
to
Very happy to
actually
have
have
you.
a chance to do it. It's crazy that we have 11 episodes under our belt already.
Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah.
That was wild.
And all to viewers like you.
Uh-huh.
And you.
Me. Viewers
You're
like
all-
me.
Every view is you.
It
Don't
really
inflate
is.
his ego too much.
Me.
So when it comes to horror, what are some stuff that you like? What are your keystone things that you look for in a horror movie?
Yeah, when we opened
What are
this
some of your
pod,
favorites?
Right, we established our favorites. I feel like it's only fair to let John
Sure.
introduce himself among his preferred.
I really feel like being a 90s kid also, one of those things of having older brothers and then kind of getting tossed into horror at a really young age, ill-prepared. Like, Scream's what? 96? Yeah, I'm 7 seeing that in theaters. So it's like when asking like what do you like about horror, it's hard to classify whether or not it's like or just simply assimilated into like
Yeah.
as almost like survival instinct.
I'll say my sister is a 90s, born in 1990, and
Yeah.
Scream's her favorite movie.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
favorite horror movie. I
yeah.
should say.
I'm 89. I literally still remember being fucking horrified of like. I forget which character it is that dies in the fucking garage scene, but it's just like,
Please, Rose McGowan.
thank you. Yeah, it's just like
There's no way you forget. What color was her sweater, John? Lime
was it
green. No, that was not quick enough. All right.
Oh,
Jesus
my God.
Christ.
Okay.
This
I was
man
gonna
loves
say,
Trivia Pursuit.
I'm gonna be honest. I was looking at her sweater. I wasn't focusing on the color.
I was just gonna shout out my sister. She, at her young age, and I showed her this at like we were just hanging out. She called it Yell. I thought that was really cute.
Aww.
Sorry, please go on.
It's not that different from Stab, really.
Yeah, right.
Meta on meta.
But like I can still jump back into that moment of being like a 7-year-old kid in the theater, just like, oh my God, this is like such a visceral aesthetic experience at such a young age. It was just like, it's not that I wasn't scared. I was obviously fucking pissing myself. I'm 7. But it's like, oh my God, like we left the movie theater and the experience then of my brothers saying to me oh my God, like you're fine. Like you're fine. There's not like an actual danger like this that's awaiting you outside of the movie theater, but it was the
Now let's go home and play knives.
again, like did one of my brothers stab me because I erased his Final Fantasy save accidentally? The jury did find him guilty.
But I bet that like it is a testimony to like the strength of the direction and everything that
Yeah.
you at 7
Yeah.
probably didn't have like a hard study program curriculum of horror movies that this like very meta, very like groundbreaking, self-referential type of like treatise on slasher movies, and like
Yeah.
despite not knowing that, it was still effective. It still set a mood.
Absolutely.
It still scared the
like,
shit out of you.
It made it where I immediately was able to grasp a level of appreciation for the obvious levels of multiple layers presented within horror, of not getting the referential stuff on first viewership, but getting the intensity, the paranoia, the layers of characters, the humor. Like 7-year-old John isn't sitting there being like, oh my God, I understand like
Yeah.
the dynamic of like
There's heavy
Jamie
depth
Kennedy's
here.
character like tossing out to me these rules of horror. I don't know that
The
they're...
Fonz has a Freddy Krueger glove.
Yeah,
No,
like
that
none of those things were what clicked for me, but it's also the now...
Wes Craven's like the 7-year-olds are gonna love it. Henry Winkler.
What would I like in first grade? I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the kids into these days? Henry Winkler.
Yeah. But like it became with each subsequent viewing, I learned and loved more and more and more. And
very
now it's
rewarding.
like there is a sense of it to me has almost lingered as a perpetual resource of like when I'm not sure of like, oh, what like horror stuff has come out, like why do I like it? I can always look back on those foundational like elements and know that, oh, Scream did this. These other things are going to incorporate like similar elements or tropes.
It's a hell of a jump off point too, because I feel like Scream is so it's accessible as
Yeah.
all hell.
Yeah.
It's gory, but it's like in the grand scheme of things, it's not the worst possible thing you could show someone.
It was
walks the
also
line really
it
well.
was also wild being exposed to like effectively a fucking meta narrative of like the first jump into it of, oh no, the scariest thing
They're
is
literally telling you the rules.
yeah,
And
but like
I feel like just like like sort of like younger, I guess just younger than my like subsequent generations. It's like they've been growing up in the like post-information cyber age of constant referencing and postmodern, postmodern. Like I don't know, like I know a little bit of what that's like. I thought that was crazy being born in the '80s and like having like that even a little bit of but like I remember pre-internet. You know what I'm saying? Like the folks that don't, I think that's like an even like crazier. It's like immediately remember Dragon Ball Z?
yeah.
This will be relevant, I swear.
Yeah.
I always think about this, right? When like Goku and Gohan or whoever would go train like 10 times gravity or 100 times gravity. What if you were born in 100 times gravity? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I imagine like the post-internet age as
You're
like the
saying
gravity
being
changer.
raised in it versus being merely
Yeah.
born in it.
Dude, no, they do absolutely tackle even that in the later Dragon Ball Z episodes of
Maybe
like
it's
Goten
memory.
and Trunks are just casually going Super Saiyan at like 5-6 years old. Like Vegeta literally in the hyperbolic time chamber with Trunks is like, do it. And he's like, all right, and then just is a Super Saiyan. It's like, Goku had to watch 3 friends die to be able to tap into this power. What the fuck, man? Trunks is just like a boy just doing jumping jacks at 150 times
Trunks
gravity
is
at
like,
6.
I'm here to fuck shit up. Also, I got a sword. Eat
Yeah.
shit, motherfucker.
What, like it's hard?
Yeah, but
I've
like,
got a leather purple jacket. Look
know-
out.
He shows up and he's like, Goku, your friends are dead.
but like jumping back to Scream, it's the getting the exposure to it as a meta narrative, but then it's fucking, like Billy isn't the meta narrative. He actually has an authentic fucking reason
Right.
for
He has a
targeting
motive.
her.
There's
Yeah.
there's an
It's that
in-universe, you don't
Matthew
even-
Lillard is the one that is the meta narrative. So like, I didn't obviously get that at 7, but like
He got that at 7.5.
it's 7.5,
Yeah.
dude. 6 months later, after my brother sat me down and beat me and stabbed me, I was like, wait a minute.
This is just like
I'm Billy. Oh my
He
god.
dropped a TV on my head and I understood.
But like, yeah, it's the I appreciate that all of them, at least to me, the ones that I am most drawn to, and like that's where when you guys like pull me out to the theaters to like get me to go to like the films that you guys are so much more like in the know of than I am. It's the like the opportunity to see you guys know what I am drawn to because you guys know who I am as a person, and it's I appreciate the moments where it's, oh, I can know now also where each of you guys have the component of where do you see John? What John lens are you making this recommendation for now?
Yep.
Yeah.
And like it is in itself a fucking meta narrative.
I truly do, like, I take such pride in my recommendation, like my specialized recommendations to people.
Not DJ with beers for Don.
No.
You'll
Not at all.
hate this.
No, it's like, because I've been told by a handful of my friends that it's like either whether they're just getting into horror or they've been into horror for a long time. I can like talk to somebody for a little bit and be like, what movies do you like? And be able to go, okay, this one just came out. Go check this out. It's got this, 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 and this. Or I'll go see a movie and like my receptionist at the studio will be like, oh, was it good? And I'd be like, yeah, it was good. You won't like it.
Yeah.
You will hate this
Yes.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where it's like, for me, and with listening to you guys for your stuff, like I'm grateful to see that Bram Stoker's Dracula did deservingly well. But like, that's my other,
We forgot about The Lost Boys.
I figured.
Book 'em.
But like, that was my other initial introduction into horror as like a child. And it's funny too, because this is a thing that like with Savannah, my partner, with watching through like a lot of the old classic like Simpsons episodes with her, I had to make the confession to her that it's, I believe, the 4th or 5th Treehouse of Horror, so 93, 94, I'm 4 or 5 years old. I was terrified of Vampire Mr. Burns as a little boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like real talk when
Something
Bart,
about his shadow moving was like way too fluid.
And when Bart slides back down and lands in his arms, it's the disconnect of Burns looking at him and going, "Ooh, what a lovely little boy," because he doesn't know who the fuck Bart is.
Yeah.
Because it's the you don't matter.
Boy.
You are food. You are unnamed. That fucked me up at 4 or 5 years old. Like, I hated vampires. Obviously now vampires are one of my favorite, but like it was that weird transition of being more afraid of Monty Burns than of Gary Oldman. Like, I don't know
I mean, you're not wrong.
yeah, like I don't.
Somehow I know Gary Oldman would be like honored.
Yeah, like
Like
Alternatively, I would love to see Gary Oldman glowing, wearing like a nightgown, like floating through the woods.
I thought you were gonna say.
Who shot Gary Oldman?
I thought you were gonna say. You know who could play see Monty Burns in a live action?
now would be Gary Oldman. I'd fucking love to see that.
He could do anything.
Didn't he just get knighted, by the way?
I think he
Gary
did,
Oldman?
yeah.
Good for him.
Fucking what
Well
was his name?
deserved.
Drexel.
Wow.
Drax.
Fuck the crown.
Drax.
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 Clear.
True.
Whatever his name.
What's up,
was.
Kaylee?
But yeah, like it's my early foray in was very much like growing up, throughout the 90s, getting the examples of like the slasher films and the like efforts to turn it on its head. It wasn't until probably a couple years later that I then, just because again with older brothers, started to watch a little bit more like classic older stuff, and then finally going back and watching Halloween, Nightmare,
I love
like
comparing-
Alien and Aliens and everything, and it was like, oh, wait a minute, like again, now that I've already seen Scream and I get that there are
A cat jumping out has new meaning now.
Yeah.
like exactly, like oh my god, like all these things that are referenced in my initial thing that I missed and
I
didn't
now get
appreciate.
these tropes.
I'm now
Everything
getting,
clicks.
and it made me excited to go back and watch the referential film because it's holy shit. Like again, each subsequent viewing has additional layers that I can tap into for the more I better understand it.
Yeah.
No.
And that's really exciting to see and hear too, because it's like knowing you now, it's you are so like horror is such a main driving force for you for writing. Like you come up with it, for those not in the know, John is a writer, John is a DM.
John does do these things.
We play
Very good at
D&D,
them. Thank you.
and John DMs our campaign for one of the darkest, saddest, scariest, most lovely stories you've ever listened to. Heartbreaking. And it's like, it is interesting to see that it's like, no, all of these things really do kind of like show themselves
Yeah.
now, that it's like, oh, yeah, of course you like Scream and Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's like, you love tension and you love gothic horror love stories.
Yeah. It was very interesting that like when talking with other peers in like my graduate program where they're like, what are the things that draw you? And I was like, man, I think it is very obviously telling to me that my two favorite movies growing up as a child were Bram Stoker's Dracula and A Princess Bride. Like that is just
Yo,
like
directors, you can have this one, smash them together.
yeah, but like to me, it was like I had a professor like ask me like, why do you think that is? And I said, I think horror and love are the same thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like and she was like, oh my god, please explain. I was like, even in the same idea of looking at these things like Scream, why is Billy doing it? Billy craved the love of a father that left him. Why is Matthew Lillard's character doing it though? That's where it's the
Or husband.
exactly. It's the to what element does the meta narrative inform us about? No,
the
it's not.
universe or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's not that Matthew Lillard's character did not actually have a motive. His motive was the love of his friend. Like, it's the same thing for now where I'm gonna...
We've all seen Hannibal.
I was just gonna say, I was like, asking Mads Mikkelsen at fucking Fan Expo in like 2014, like...
I keep forgetting you met him.
Oh, dude, Mads was such
sick.
a lovely man. Like, out of the, 5 or 6 celebrities that I have gotten the opportunity to meet, Mads Mikkelsen was the most charming and most human person because it was... Everyone else just stood there and was like, all right, come on over. Mads, that curtain got drawn back. Mads was waiting for you to shake your hand and say, thank you so much for waiting in line for me. Like, come on
You
over.
are my
Get a
moment.
photograph.
Is like Keanu
You are
Reeves
my
level.
moment.
Absolutely.
Right now. Yeah.
Like, he truly is.
Anybody that hangs out with Hideo Kojima that much,
Yes.
I would hope.
Yes. But, I got to ask him, at his panel of, this... Throughout these seasons, this feels like the closest thing to an asexual, romance that I have experienced. And he was like, oh, yeah, with
He's like, asexual?
He literally went, oh, there is a running joke on set with the director, with Brian Fuller. He's like, that this is just a bromance in disguise because we don't want to do they're exploring their sexual tension through the death and through the killing. And it's like, abso-fucking-lutely. This was pre-3rd season. So I was like, oh my God, I can't wait. And he's like, there's going to be some stuff that you're going to have a great time with soon. I was like, yay! I get to watch Mads Mikkelsen kiss another man.
He's carving up a dead body and he's like, the boys are flirting.
Yes,
again."
absolutely.
I was gonna say, we do, mostly handle movies, but any horror heads that are looking for a good series, if you want 3 seasons worth of top tier horror that's also a police procedural, but also decent, very good psych stuff, but it's pop psych, but who cares? It's over the top, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous to look at.
Yeah, Dexter.
Please watch.
I'm kidding.
I could do a whole episode on Dexter and the showrunners and who fucked up in season 6 through 7 and 8. No, it's whatever.
Your tone seems very pointing.
No, absolutely.
fine.
We
I
tapped into something with Joe.
I couldn't agree
Cool,
anymore.
I talk to myself a lot. It's cool. Got a lot of shit to say. It's fine. It's whatever.
Admittedly, I've only got 2 episodes of Hannibal under my belt.
Oh, do more.
Yeah, but it's I know that I have such a great thing sitting before me, and I'm so excited to get further into it. And genuinely, it is a really good show for people who like horror.
Just quick though, before I know we're gonna try to get into more awards, I just wanted to mention 2 things that I thought of when you were discussing Scream. So one thing, with speaking of curating between DMing and friends dragging you to certain movies or whatever, but also just doing playlist clubs or recommending movies or records or whatever. I love if
We are a friend group built on recommendations.
content
Holy
creator,
shit, dude.
I'm sorry, content curator
Yeah.
is a real dream job. And I feel nowadays it's ooh, you get to pick for Netflix who adapts a thing for a streaming movie, or for Shudder who puts together the various collections or whatever. But I was gonna say,
Shudder, call us, please.
it used to be DJs on the radio, and now I feel it's now kind of a streaming realm, or making playlists maybe on a whatever platform. But also, I just was gonna say something else that probably doesn't matter, so you can.
Thanks, Joe.
With curating content.
Yeah, there was something there, but it doesn't matter.
That's fine.
But no, curating content and being building your friend groups and social circles around just I know what you would like. I know we just met. Give me this, and I bet that we'll have something to talk about at dinner or whatever. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
That's again, I know
love
you
that.
guys pretty well, not knowing beforehand the appreciation of the thing. Oh, thank God, because again,
He's gonna ruin you the next time that you play. If you ever play and he's DMing, he's gonna ruin you.
No, please.
top films for me as well, because it is when he's paranoia and suspense, abso-fucking-lutely.
Even just watching the DMs, even just seeing you as a character in other DMs, I see maybe not inherently the thing, but I see the paranoia, I see the suspicion, I see the friend or foe, or just morally gray, or not being able to gauge someone at face value.
That was for the Halloween massive epic that I did for us across the 2 days of the 12-hour fucking madness.
Hey,
that
Bert!
I tried. Hey, Bert!
That was such a fun time.
It really
Oh my
was
God.
about the paranoia. That was me doing the thing as a slasher.
Oh my God.
It could be anyone. You can't trust anyone.
That is so good.
for more not great entertainment.
Right?
Yeah, honestly.
But genuinely that, and it's all right, so I mean, for the ending of the thing, I don't recall whether or not you guys did the full discussion.
We
upon-
discussed what we felt was how it ended. Like, were they the survivors and now they're just themselves, or did the thing make it out and
Ooh, okay. So
is it one of?
So I am very much of the camp of that is why Kurt Russell asks him to have the drink, because it's the I know what happens. It's not whiskey in this bottle.
I'm in the camp of the bottle was filled with
Gasoline.
Yeah.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Childs was definitely. Childs
the
also
thing.
didn't have breath.
Yep.
Kurt Russell did.
So that was very much where I'm of that camp as well. Because it's I know, like, Glenn and I have briefly talked about the ending of the thing at a couple different times before, and it's we both are of the same camp of fuck Childs. He's definitely the thing there.
That's so sexy of y'all. I just went the full despair route, and like these are just two survivors that like.
Exactly.
They're
I
getting
almost
ready
like
to
that
just-
more, because it's
yeah.
less about plot and more just about fuck us, right?
It is.
And roll credits.
It is
so
what?
I
not
think that too.
not nihilism, but like.
No, it
Yeah,
is.
it is.
Yeah.
When you say, I was gonna say like, what's
Yeah.
a step below nihilism?
No,
Because like,
it's a full-blown, that's a nihilistic ending.
okay.
Like, in the
one of the
idea
best.
of
Because
it
everything's
being-
destroyed.
Yeah.
They're out in the like they're gonna just die.
So it is still a nihilistic ending if you look at it with the way of like Kurt Russell being the sole survivor of this, but it's like it's also like I like that ending too, because in my head it's like you have your doomed hero.
Oh yeah,
I
no, he
love
fully
that.
accepts that he's dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, no,
regardless
we're gonna,
of the way,
Yeah.
he's
we're
dead.
both gonna
Correct.
die, but I'm not letting you get out of here.
Correct.
And it's like I think that's so awesome.
Yeah, that makes it where like there is the little bit of the doomed hero, the value of the sacrifice of Kurt Russell's character in making that decision of I'll fucking drink gasoline right now if it means that I know that you are it.
Tag. That
Speaking of
was
sacrifices,
I mean, yeah.
there were many sacrificed for bloodlines.
Yeah, do we want to
Oh.
hop back into some awards?
Yes, I
Will
think-
you join us for some awards?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I
okay.
didn't see Bloodlines, so
Oh.
so. Then this
I'm excited
award
to see it.
Yeah.
will be very intriguing to you.
Okay.
Zero
yeah.
content.
Yeah, for-
Context
Actually,
is gonna be
let
great.
this be the pitch for you.
Yeah, these are our oddly specific awards.
So
and
I feel a little familiar with what it is, though, right? Does
I
it
was
not?
gonna say, have you seen any?
I know a little bit about the discussion for it. Is it not also like, it's not fully established as a prequel, or is it?
it exists,
Okay, all right.
It
Posts-
exists within. It's post the first one.
but
There is an
creates a
opening-
mythos of everything that happens before.
This is one of those
Not-
types of movies that does kind of, I think we would say, successfully kind of what's the word? Like in comic
Establishes?
books, but no, retcons.
Yeah.
Sure. That
It
was
wrangles
Yeah.
a lot of the lore
Okay.
and puts it into a neat little package.
Again, not easy to do.
No,
not
They
at
kinda-
all.
So I'm
They
really
did
feeling
do
good
it.
about the whole.
Because with 5, it was the prequel
The
to
prequel
1.
to- yeah,
but
they're
this
ending on
one
the
kind
plane.
of just puts a sandwich over everything.
Okay, that's all right.
So for the award for the best use of a penny, a football, and a trash compactor goes to Bloodlines.
Final destination.
Really?
All
Penny, a
wait,
football, a trash compactor?
which two out of those three do you think were part of the same death?
Ooh,
Yeah,
so
one
penny,
of those-
penny, football, trash compactor. Was there a fourth item, or was it
Just
this
those
three?
Just
three
those
were
three.
part of the award.
Two of them do
Yeah.
go together.
They go
We're
together.
not gonna tell you which two.
Yeah, and
part
Football,
of the
trash
fun.
compactor.
I
All
think
right.
I think the joy of this one is that not to describe it
And
any
I
further
hate
than
it.
that.
I hate it
And
because I
l-
know John and he's gonna figure it out.
So, like,
Yeah, he is.
it's one of those things of where if you
Wait,
go,
it wasn't a football; it was a soccer ball.
No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Was it a soccer ball?
It was a soccer ball.
I think we were thinking football because I kept referencing Hans Moleman's.
it's
Getting
hit
hit
and
in the
grind by
groin, but-
football, having to win the award.
oh my!
Give him the award right now.
A penny,
No one's
a
gay
sock
for
Cry
Mole
for
Man.
me, I am already dead.
It was a soccer ball.
You're gay for Mole Man. No one's gay for Mole Man.
So all right. So it is soccer
It
ball
is-
and not football.
It's a soccer ball,
bet my
a
life
penny,
that it
and
is
a trash can.
a soccer ball.
So a
Man.
soccer ball, a penny, and a trash compactor
So-
walk into a bar.
So the fact that there is a trash compactor present in whatever a potential scene.
And I
might
guess you know
be.
what? There is also a trash can
Okay.
that then gets.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where it's the... Man, do they do like a fucking twist on the classic thing of a kid kicks a ball into the street and instead like accidentally stumbles into the trash can and gets pulled into the compactor?
It's close. It's close.
You are only because we did not notate.
I was gonna say, if we didn't already say he's a writer, that's how you know, because writers understand where plots are gonna go.
Absolutely, right? You gave me the simple
Sorry,
fucking
Clark.
thread of a trash
Without,
can.
there's like 4 factors to it, and you just kind of piece together part 1 to 4.
All right, nice.
There's stuff that
I've
happens,
watched enough Final Destination too.
but like,
NCSI, apparently.
Yeah.
yes,
Speaking
beautiful.
of Hannibal, you
you.
just
And Danganronpa.
Yeah.
Oh my
Man,
god.
so like...
Are those like are those videos available on YouTube at all? The Danganronpa
Oh, the
videos?
Danganronpa from Don's playthrough
Yeah.
where we voice acted everything. It should be on Don. I think it's on the Not Great Don channel. 'Cause
Okay.
We weren't doing it on the RP.
I'm gonna deep dive for that
Yeah.
shit.
Go
Yep.
find it. It is so
Oh,
goddamn funny.
There's 4 of us. We do, or 1, 2, 3, 5 of us, and we all voice act over the cast of Danganronpa while I solve all the crimes. It was a good time.
And
Any
it
guesses?
works,
Yeah.
I bet, without even watching an episode yet. It works exactly how this just worked. We were like, I see this,
Yeah.
this. I don't even need the clues.
Yeah, like-
Get us to the trial.
Yeah.
Like only recently, I want to say Sarah and Chell both read a book that was like a murder mystery, and they were like, "Man, it was a great murder
Oh,
mystery."
Voyage of the Damned.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I got it in the first like 35 pages.
They were like, "Gotta have John read this," and he was like, "All right."
I literally sat down and was like, you guys, like, this is just Agatha Christie, and I knew immediately. This is
For
just,
sure.
and then there were none.
I did
Like,
the-
it's the second person that dies because it's just the way the trope works.
Which
Yeah.
is like I love doing the Agatha Christie style
Yeah.
movies because like you were with us when we did Oddity.
I was just
Yep.
about to
And,
say.
and like it was so fun going. We watched like the first 10 minutes of it, and then we hit pause, and it was like, "All right, everybody, write it down. We all have it. Like, let's see." And we waited until the end. And it was,
Yep.
I think, me and you had
Yep.
it, and
Like,
like everybody else was like,
we
almost
had
there.
it, but you guys had it on the head.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there like, damn.
Yeah,
But that was a blast.
That was
and
a
that's
blast.
the joy of.
So what does happen in Bloodlines then?
So you want the
I'm fine with this. Well, I've already guessed what happens.
Yeah.
So it's actually funny a 1-2 punch because this is at the point where it's like, oh my god, what's happening? And she's like,
She's realizing she sees it.
She can piece together what's gonna happen,
Okay.
and she's like, oh, I don't know,
yeah, she calls the
this
shot,
into
right?
this. We're like.
No, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
yeah. They're like, "That's
You
so dumb.
stupid
What's gonna
bitch."
happen?" to
She's
me?
like, I don't know, this kid's gonna kick something that's gonna hit this weed whacker that hits a branch that kicks the ball into someone and puts them in the trash can, and they're walking past the
exactly-
thing happening,
Yep.
and like, oh, that's so stupid, and the person
And then, separate
on a
person
jog.
goes on a jog, and that happens to them in
And
the background.
you just see soccer. You see
Real mwah.
drill,
That's
wind,
cool.
kick,
I
in,
like that.
and just boom, and it's all.
And then you see them
seamless
trying to
motion.
pull her out of the trash compactor, and it was not good.
Oh, I like that though. That's
was good.
This is
good.
And that's
we
a
could say
kill.
spoiler warning, but like watching
out
it,
this long,
like
yeah.
It's
well,
been
no, I
6
was gonna
years.
say we didn't even really spoil it because like
Yeah.
watching it is its
It gets
own
so much better.
experience.
If I told you that was in the first beginning of the movie,
Okay.
you have
Yeah.
plenty more to
I
go
feel
from
like
there.
you would have a good time with Bloodlines just because
Yeah.
it is so outlandish, and the Rube Goldberg machine of death is so.
I was gonna say I feel like I remember snippets of the trailer now that you guys are describing that because also isn't there like a
Space.
birthday party type
Yes.
scene
Yeah.
of kids out in the yard?
That was-
There's like a
trampoline.
barbecue.
There we go. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
So-
also a tattoo artist.
Yeah, I remember a little bit of the trailer.
But so to be clear, Final
yeah.
Destination Bloodlines wins the award for best use of a penny football and trash
Soccer
compactor.
ball.
Tough competition out there,
Right.
but Bloodlines pulled it home.
For another niche award we have is
Okay.
best use of a tapeworm.
A tapeworm. Man.
Any guesses as
Now-
to what that could be?
So, do I get to know the film, or is the title of the film going to be too much of a reveal?
So
the title of the film is The Winner. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
this isn't. These are
Gotcha.
now going to be movies,
Ooh.
not characters.
Okay, all right. So, best use of a tapeworm. Man. All
This is
right.
funny because anyone that's been
Anybody that's been watching will know.
Well, no, I was gonna say hounding horror movies this past year, or I guess last year, absolutely should know what this is.
Oh yeah.
Well, this I believe, was it this year? I think
Yes.
it was this year. It
April,
was,
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so regardless.
All right, that doesn't help me too much on the timeline. Yeah, this is where
It's
it's
not
like,
a Disney movie. It's not animated.
damn.
I will
That sounds
say,
like I'm making fun of
I
John
will
that
say
he
it
likes
is-
Disney
but-
movies. That's not what I'm
it is
doing.
a princess movie, though.
Yes, it is.
Oh shit! Yeah, you know what?
it
I spoke too
is
soon. I
a-
spoke too soon.
It's not a Disney movie,
telling
but it
of
is.
a classic story.
Yeah, that
One
has
would
also
say that
been
it's
adapted by
been
Disney.
Brothers Grimm related,
Yes.
perhaps.
So we're in that area. Princesses
Oh, is
are
it like a
involved.
Hansel and Gretel thing?
So you're
You're in the
You're in the
dome.
So,
A princess
yeah.
story that was done via the Brothers Grimm.
So any gritty versions of that you were aware of this year?
Cinderella? Did that get a horror make this year?
It sure
sure
did.
did.
Remember what it was
The,
called?
No.
the award goes to the
Wait, wait,
ugly.
Oh, I was gonna say.
the
did
award
writer guess
goes.
it?
Yeah, the award goes to the ugly stepsister.
Oh,
Which
okay.
is
No,
a-
I didn't hear about this
Yeah,
one.
this
That's
is
exciting.
it's a foreign film, Norwegian, I believe.
Yeah. Norwegian.
Were you a fan of like Osgood Perkins, Gretel and Hansel? Or
Yeah.
Did you dig like retellings
Yeah.
of blah, 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 blah? So then definitely check
This
out.
one's
Okay.
grim. This one's
So
gross.
cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
You'll
it's
kind
very-
of dig it. You will.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll
Very
dig
body horror. Did you see The Substance?
No, that's the one I've been waiting to see because I know you said this is like one of your
Great.
top films.
Great double
Top
feature.
3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's women directing women in
Yeah, because
distress.
this is the body
and-
dysmorphia one, right?
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Essentially,
Okay.
Yeah.
it. Feel bad movies of the summer.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to watch
But
that
yeah,
one.
it was beautifully shot. Absolutely.
A much
So
more
much I had to record. I had to ask Glenn, can you record yourself when you get to the part? He's like, what do you mean? Like, you'll know.
No, okay.
Much more rewarding, I would say. Like, despite still being like a body horror, feel bad movie, like, still much more rewarding, and like you can root for someone than the other like big bad feel bad movie of the year, which was Bring Her Back. Did you see that
Okay.
one?
No.
Okay.
I remember you guys doing the full breakdown of that one though, and that movie fucking sounds like
I
it
think
hurts.
We did the two of them in an episode.
Yeah,
right?
they
Yeah,
were
that
our
was
feel
like
bads.
your third or fourth episode.
Yeah. He remembers.
Oh yeah, no, that's where I'm like, I listen to you guys. So like again, with being busy, I'm on episode. I think I'm on 7.
Me too.
It's
all
Yeah,
good.
you're not far
no,
behind
thanks.
at all.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
no,
but it's
we
the
love you
like
for that.
I listen to you guys while like I can't listen to shit while I'm trying to write or do school reading. So it's like
Oh
I
my
listen
God,
to you
no.
guys while I'm trying to do like
Yeah.
book. But that's where again it's the like the Hannibal vibes. If you guys are doing the breakdowns of these things, and I'm like, this lamb chop looks delicious right now.
No, if we're writing lesson plans, it's death metal or get out.
Yeah, exactly.
When I'm not listening to cats, I'm listening to the podcast. But yeah, very beautiful. The costume design is wonderful. The cinematography is wonderful. It's heartfelt. It's heartbreaking. But
Okay.
like,
Surprising.
it's
And it's called The
Something-
Ugly Stepsisters. So I wonder then if it plays into more like a pitiable nature for them of showcasing like how much of the struggle really was on their side and flipping the script on the like, oh, look at the pretty princess girl and how we're ignored.
I like
Right.
also that you don't know which sister really is being referred to in the
okay.
title,
'Cause
despite
it's-
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
It is
Oh, because it was
100%.
singular? It's stepsister?
Sister.
although there
Oh,
are-
oh.
So it plays with the idea of like what is truly ugly.
You have your
Yeah.
Cinderella character, and then you have two ugly stepsisters.
Yeah.
But the title is singular, so
That's interesting. Okay.
I really like that. That was something that
Yeah.
stuck with me.
no, I'm excited to watch that one now.
That was
is,
a really cool one.
Speaking of ugly stepsister, our next award actually is going to be a low key debate, a little bit of a struggle. So if you have seen,
well, no, he hasn't seen either.
yeah, well, just
So-
for anyone else that
Yeah.
True.
This will be an intriguing thing for him though, because it'll definitely perk your ear for being
Oh, yeah.
like, oh, I want to see these now.
Okay.
for
Yeah,
sure.
well.
I didn't want to jump the gun. Did you want
No,
to?
if you
Okay,
want to
so
present
then-
this one, because I feel like this is more your.
No, but just
zone.
speaking of the ugly stepsister, as well as as we just mentioned, the other huge body horror and like sort of feminist empowerment themed movie that was really kind of taking everyone by storm. Late last year was of course The Substance, right? So between the two of them, which do we feel truly had the best Kubrick references or Stephen King references? Two very different things.
Ooh.
But I guess if we're thinking from The Shining outward,
Yeah.
this is how
Yeah.
we're taking it.
Interesting.
I'm gonna ride or die for my girly, or they're both my girlies, but The Substance.
To be clear,
The imagery alone, yes.
I was gonna say
For
yeah,
sure.
Yes.
Not me. Thematic versus visuals. I'm a visual girly, so like when I see those things, in my brain immediately like, oh my god, that reminds me of
Yeah.
that. That
That's
reminds
the
me of that.
hallway. That's the floor.
Yeah,
That's
and
this,
then
that's
weeks later,
that.
you see on like your social media like the cuts of like Substance's scene, the Shining scene, and like how like
That and so much more,
attuned to detail
too.
it was that these were like spot on.
Yeah. Because, like, so much more, too, because the substance also had some callbacks to, like, Psycho.
Oh, I was just about to say shower scene. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, tons. No.
So like
Yeah.
very nice, very interesting.
But
very...
on the flip side of that, you have The Ugly Stepsister, which had a lot of musical cues that did a lot of the same things that Kubrick would do
Yeah.
in his, where it was like, oh, we're raising tension in a scene. You get, like, those, like, shrill,
Stringy,
twinkly
yeah.
things.
Whenever he was going mad, you got those little kind of twinkly, stringy bits. And I think it was literally the same sound effect, if I wasn't mistaken. But yeah, I do think, like, the way I saw this was, like, oh, Stepsister was definitely purely, like, audio, music cues, score stuff, whereas The Substance took on, like, the cinematography type influences. So that's what I would vote for, The Substance, between the two, if we're going for Kubrick references. Stephen King, though, I don't know how we're
I think as far as Kubrick goes, it's definitely more heavy-handed for that. Stephen King, I don't know.
Yeah.
If I'm going Stephen King references, I don't. That's a rough one, because I feel like
Don't you know? Pump it up. You have to pump it up.
famously he loved that song.
That's what he was
kidding.
listening to
Yeah.
when he was writing.
Actually, no. So the fun fact: Stephen King actually listened to Mambo No. 5 so much that his wife threatened to divorce him over it.
Yeah. That one is a real thing.
He just like me, for real. Damn.
They're just like us. No, I think I'll go Substance on that one.
Yeah. Ugly Stepsister gets their vote or their award. I want my other girlies to also
and
get
it's
the
like
award.
we're going within like the last year, and The Substance still falls into that.
For sure.
So,
So do you guys actually have like an example of a Stephen King reference though in one of these?
in the Substance.
Yeah, in either of these films.
John,
Well, like-
John, I'm gonna be so honest. We wrote this so quickly.
You guys drunk? Like,
What was it? There's the it's the long red hallway in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think
again,
it's,
I don't know.
I think it's
That's-
mainly
but that's
Shining.
Kubrick. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
not
Kubrick.
Fuck.
Stephen King.
yeah.
Which was the
okay.
Shining? There were so many Shining.
Yeah, but that's again, it's
And,
Give-
and
give-
arguably,
Anyway, we can move
and
on.
arguably,
This is where I'm like, I'm trying to take this as a quiz, and what the fuck is the latter half of this question?
to purists, they will not accept Stephen King and Kubrick as being in the same room together.
I mean, yeah.
DJ, shout out you. I know how you feel about the movie.
The Stand.
No. He hates The Shining for what it did to the book because he loved the book so much.
Oh, sure.
Because
Okay.
Kubrick went in a completely different
Yeah.
direction. I will say, DJ, if you like Stephen King's writing, this is a very personalized thing I'm doing right now. If you like The Shining, go see Long Walk. It's very, very good. It's close to the book. You'll like it. Long Walk was
Yeah.
so grim.
That was the other one you said you got to see the advance of?
Yeah,
Okay.
so grim. So grim. Trigger warning for dead children.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Teenagers, come on, they're teenagers. They're over 18.
Before I move to the next award, because I looked at one
You
picture.
don't wanna move on to the next one. I know what it is.
I don't want. I want us to move on, but I don't want to ever have to think about. I don't want to ever have to think about what this next award is.
I
But
just
go
wanna,
on.
I just
quickly.
want to shoot this one to bide us more time to mentally prepare for the next one.
Okay.
But like when I was looking up pictures of Substance vs. Shining, the one thing that I just realized that it didn't connect with me is the way Debbie Moore looks after the thing, and how much that resembles Lady in the Tub
Oh, yeah.
Very
in The Shining.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I just saw again a side by side. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, Okay.
And like the bicycle hallway.
Yeah.
That was the other one I was thinking of. They like that very long panned.
Man,
Yeah.
this reward was very oddly specific. It's just
yeah.
Yeah, and I'll give you one that's even more oddly specific.
okay, go ahead, hit me with it.
So, for all of our joy, all of our mayhem, this is gonna be another fun one because you haven't seen this movie. So again, this is just context alone. The award for worst use of teeth goes to
yeah. Is this gonna be the?
yeah,
Yeah.
it is Bring Her Back.
Yep.
Otherwise known as the
Yeah.
Movie.
Go fuck yourself, Philippou Brothers.
Because you said, didn't they like actually bite the knife?
The sound.
So
is
they
authentic?
recorded the sound of like obviously it was in a safe environment, so it was also twisted to the side. And it was a dull knife, but yes, they did folly that in of someone actually
God.
biting a knife. Oh man, if you hate teeth,
I
because
hate
it's not
teeth.
just that. It's not just that. It's biting the knife, but it's also biting a countertop. And
And really, the sound design truly on point. Like those
Ah.
those technical.
dying, dude.
Teeth is like top tier.
Yeah, I was
least
gonna say,
favorite
I
thing
remember
to
the
ever
episode where you
happen.
guys talked about your things that are the like, what are the 2 or 3 things
The
that really
things.
fucking get to you?
And teeth, and just like it's not like you see it for 20 seconds, but it's just enough that you're just
Yeah.
like, I am now watching this. I can't look away.
I was
Holy
gonna say the craft people like really were making the sound design stand out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the visuals as well, also crazy.
also
fact that
craft
you-
services.
the fact that you
Here, have a
hear
knife.
it, you hear it before you see it.
How much cheese
Is
cheese
so
man, we're at a award show.
ominous, and you're like, are
Any
they going
amount
to
of
show it?
cheese.
And then they do, and you're like, what? And then it says, you know what? You hated that? Well, try it on wood instead, and just what? I don't. You haven't even seen it, so I
Especially
haven't
'cause
described
there's teeth
anything
just
besides
crumbling out.
teeth to
Yep.
You were with us for Long Legs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So very in the same aspect of when he starts smashing his face on the table and the teeth
Table.
start just getting
Yep.
spit out on the table.
Yep.
Very akin to that where you're like, please stop.
Stop. Yeah.
Now imagine that where it doesn't cut away to someone in
Claudio.
disgust.
Your makeup.
See, that's where, now I'm thinking about like what are my like 2 or 3 things that just really do viscerally fuck me up. I do think teeth is probably one of them. I feel like eyeballs is probably the other. If I had to like guess, if I was picking just 2.
They do pop. They have
Yeah.
a tendency to pop.
What was that
know-
one? Was it Zombie with the woman and the
yeah, where the-
wood spike that goes right through her eye?
Where they do this and they do that.
Yeah, it's a slow mo into
Yeah.
it.
I
Yeah.
know there's a specific phobia for like anything, but I feel like there's definitely like well-known phobias for like eye stuff,
Yeah.
teeth stuff.
Yeah.
I also know like in dream interpretations, right? Teeth is like a big anxiety thing,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
feel like that maybe ties into any folks that were you know, particularly
There you go.
affected by the teeth things like I was.
Perfect. Well done.
But so
I don't know what
we're
you're
back.
talking about.
And then we can jump into our
Yeah.
next award.
Yeah. So this will actually be a fun one. As far as like horror games go, like because you play games,
Yeah,
like you play video
absolutely.
games. Like, do you have any favorites in the way of like
yeah.
specifically horror games?
So I mean, like we obviously have a good time when we're playing Phasmophobia because I get a chance to kill Don.
Yeah.
When it comes to ones that I've played,
I feel like me and you were definitely the ones being like, where are the cursed objects?
yeah, 100%.
I'm gonna go hide in a closet and go fuck with
Well,
everyone.
because like again, it's the same thing as like watching Scream at such a young age. Like definitely made me into a bit of a fucking adrenaline junkie. So like it's that experience for me in the horror setting. I think that's where probably Outlast comes to mind when it comes to like a real horror experience because it's one of those where you are not afforded the opportunity of being able to fight back like in a Resident Evil or anything like that. You
Yeah.
are only able to escape and hide to the best
Survive.
of your ability. It is
Sleep paralysis the game.
I'm doing
What
effectively.
is this?
Kind
Yes.
of, Joe.
Yeah.
One of
That's why
these
I'm not a
days, Joe,
gonna-
we are gonna get you on like a whole like we're gonna
Marathon.
stream you
Yep.
playing video games. And it's gonna be great.
Yes.
We're gonna make you play Outlast because you're gonna love it.
Yeah, so like one of the
Darkest
mechanics
summer.
like in Outlast is, obviously it's going off the traditional like horror tropes of, utilizing like the dark and confined spaces. You are
Classic.
reliant upon the video camera. You are a reporter breaking into an abandoned like mental insane asylum to try to be able to figure out what is going on here.
Or a
Feels a
death
little
cult in the
silent.
second one.
Absolutely.
Feels a little silent.
Oh
Yes. It truly is. And in the areas in which, like, you are given batteries with only a certain volume of time, and if you are flicking that night vision light on or off, that drains your battery more rapidly. And in those confined dark spaces, and you just hear
You're
the ambient
actively being
sounds,
hunted.
and you know you're being hunted, it is that choice of, do I trust my instinct and, like, I'm grateful that I have a good navigational sense of being able to, in video games, position myself, know which directions I've gone. For anybody that is
Frantic?
yeah, like a frantic person, yeah, like I've watched you play Dead Space and shit.
If you ever get a chance to watch Claudio stream, he streams almost predominantly horror games,
Yes.
and it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Listen, I love horror. I'm also a scaredy cat, and both
Yup.
of those things can exist in the same cosmos.
Yeah.
This is gonna sound dark, but I think it's relevant. You know the bit about the two brothers who grew up with a dad who drank. One brother learned how to drink from his father, and the other brother learned how not to drink from his father. Right? Like it could go either
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
I feel like playing Resident Evil as a child really turned me off of like first-person shooters or just like any jump scare type video game where like the whole point of it is to like wander in a dark hallway.
Oh,
with
you would
something
hate Amnesia. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
from out of frame.
Yeah. Yep.
I couldn't do it. Like even in college, I would try it. And I was just like, Jesus, this is not fun. Just like throw the remote, the
Especially
controller.
when you start
like,
getting into how games are now, where they're so
It's
immersive.
all about ambience. It's all
you got your
about.
At
3D
least-
headphones on.
At least in
and,
1994 or 5 or whenever we were playing Resident Evil for the
Nope.
first time, they looked like Virtua Fighter people,
Yes,
and it was like
100%.
like you could
Awkward polygons slapping at
Which
you.
not for nothing, it looked amazing then.
Yeah.
And it has aged well, but like
oh
at
my
least
god,
you had that-
Ganondorf's gonna kill me.
Ganondorf.
Yeah, I'm
Is that the
trying.
licker's name?
I'm trying to think of.
Could be. If you
I'm
play
trying to
cards
think
right.
of other horror games that like I've really.
We have our Silent Hills. We have our Alan Wakes. We have
Yeah,
our.
I'm trying to think of ones that have really fucked me up though. Like in
Most
like genuinely, I.
Slender Man, when it came out, Slender Man was genuinely pretty scary.
Oh
yeah,
my God,
especially
yeah.
because that came out when I was like in college, and we were playing that game in a friend's basement at like 4 a.m, fucked up.
Yeah.
and like in the dark.
You want to see a
that
grown
really
man
is-
throw a computer chair across the room?
Oh yeah,
That's how
so,
you did
so
it.
all right, so like at my friend, my former friend Jay's basement, we were playing one of the Slender Man games like at probably like 3-4 o'clock in the morning on like a spring break. We are absolutely fucking trash.
Time doesn't exist.
Yeah, like literally no concept. And I do, of course, the asshole thing of like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom, I'll be right back. But I know that anytime we do that, people will hide on the steps at various points in the dark to try to get you. So I parlay it back of I go upstairs and he, oh my God, I don't even know now thinking back to it, why he had a fucking he worked at a local mall. He had a fucking mannequin in his house. And we used to, when we were playing like beer pong and shit, it was always like, oh, if you don't have a partner, you play with the mannequin. So I went upstairs to go to the bathroom, took the mannequin, and when I opened the door back up, it's 3 layers of stairs with intermittent landings every like 6 steps. So I stepped down one and then just threw the mannequin down, closed the door, and ran away. And all I heard was them just screaming, oh fuck, John just fucking died. And in that meantime, I ran out the front door. And because this is a basement where it's got these, little fucking cellar windows, I ran around the side of the house and at like 4 a.m, just started loud banging on the side fucking window. And I heard my friend like scream, which hearing from like a 24-year-old man, just, oh my God!
Yes.
It's one of the most satisfying drunken experiences in my fucking life. I scared the shit out of them.
So how did it feel when life peaked for you?
Oh, dude, it was that
It
fucking
gets
moment.
no better than that.
It really doesn't.
If I heard that story,
Yeah.
and someone asked me, now who could have done that without a thought? When I brought the mannequin, I'm like, it's John. It's John. Of course it is.
I baited them with the mannequin in the hallway to frighten them outside.
like
Yeah.
the layers of that. Oh my gosh.
I doubt then that the winner of this specific award of worst video game adaptation would conjure the same joyous memories.
Worst
Unless
adaptation.
do you have any positive memories associated with our winner?
I'm gonna be honest.
It was a great game.
I like the
I
game.
really
but
liked the game.
I didn't.
Is
love
it a recent film?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, this movie came out this year. The game has been
summer.
out for at least 10 years or so.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a story-based game
Oh, the Until Dawn Netflix one? Yeah,
Yeah.
that fucking thing sucked.
Until
Was it Netflix?
Yeah.
No,
I think so,
they
right?
didn't produce it.
Oh, no,
No,
okay.
It's just
It-
on
But the
Netflix.
fact that you thought they did.
It's like this is just a Netflix fucking
Yeah.
slop movie, dude.
It was
I'm
in
so
the
sad.
theaters, and then it's the only place.
There
that's
goes our
streaming.
chance at fucking funding.
Which
Wrap it up.
Netflix, don't call us.
It sucks. I wanted to like it so
Yes.
much because it has so much meat to it. Like not
Yep.
even just Until Dawn. You have House of Ashes. You have Little Hope. You have
Man
all
and
of these.
Man and
Man.
with that whole
Man and
fucking-
Quarry.
The Quarry.
Yeah.
The Devil Made Me Do It. The what's it? The Space. You're gonna love the new one that's coming out.
What is it?
It's basically The Thing.
Oh shit!
It's
okay,
a thing
awesome.
in space.
Yeah, because I love the whole fucking like catalog of games.
Oh.
I mean, some of them
Yeah.
have been
Dark
a little bit
Anthology is
lackluster,
just
but
a
yeah.
cool concept.
Yeah,
Yes.
a lot of story, and I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to make it their own thing with like giving like little nods to it. I mean,
If they would have just stuck with the source material though.
if they just would have picked a storyline
Yes.
to go with, even if it's like the true ending storyline.
Yep.
I think it would have been fine.
Yep.
But they were cooking too many meals, and
Yeah.
nothing was
Yeah.
even medium.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, speaking of meaty,
You're hilarious.
we're gonna move
Go
on to
for
our next one.
Oh my god.
Worst lap dance.
Well,
Now-
I guess this is a zombie film.
We did say that we are awarding these accolades to the movies themselves. However, there is one particular actor who is earning this particular worst lap dance, and so before we name him, maybe we could hype him up and see if you recognize from his other great film appearances, whether horror or otherwise.
Okay.
You might recognize this great actor from such things as. I mean, I first of
My
You're
brain
so-
keeps
No,
jumping
I-
into the obvious one, and I hate it.
Me too. I was gonna be like,
I'm like,
the
what
one-
other movies has he been in? Shit.
He's
Well,
been
I
in
feel
hit
good.
things like of Mice and Men.
Okay, we're acting like John Malkovich is not a famous actor. Okay?
I'm sorry.
Dude, my brain immediately went to going being
John
Malkovich, and I couldn't shake it.
And I'm like, damn, I'm
I'm like,
literally
yeah,
under the name of
critically
movie.
acclaimed
I'm
movie.
like,
Could've
Could have given me Con Air.
I could have. He was Cyrus the Virus. But
My
no, my
brain
stupid
literally-
ass fucking brain was like being John Malkovich.
John Malkovich.
the milk carton of my brain just went, and I'm like, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it.
Yup.
We failed you, John Malkovich. We're so sorry.
What movie does he?
My
do the lap
degenerate
dance in?
heart was trying to mention Teddy KGB in the
Rounders?
poker movie
Rounders.
which is one of
Yeah.
the best
Jesus
fun
Really
pulpy
fucking
movies.
Say
is.
brain.
So anyway, we just nailed
The
three great
fucking
ones,
Oreo
okay?
scene and everything, dude.
However, have you seen our boy John Malkovich in Opus?
No. Okay.
Well, I don't not recommend it.
Okay.
Especially if you're into, the idea of John Malkovich as an aging rock star who, like aging rock stars do, come back for a hit record in which, you invite all your coolest music journalists to have a listening party at your, cult compound, in which you,
Jared Leto.
for good
you hear that?
press,
It's crazy.
during the inaugural listening party, just really grind your junk all over these journalists to make a good impression and make them feel the music. Anyway, there's nothing wrong with the idea of John Malkovich rubbing all up on someone, but the way in which the
Sexy
camera,
it was not.
like from his silver astronaut, 1950s retrofuturism, spacesuit outfit.
Yeah.
From that to like the spinning camera, which I love a spinning camera. We all love dynamic visuals, but like
It was disorienting.
it went on for like 8 minutes. It felt like, which is
Oh,
just
ew.
too long to be not for nothing. Listening to what was so John Malkovich actually like recorded music for
Oh,
like
shit, all right.
being this like fake rock star, but for a fake rock star, like they had pretty decent songs.
I love when movies do that.
It was very
John
authentic
C.
that way.
Reilly comes to mind always when it comes to like
Sure.
recording music for a thing. I had just recently found out that John C. Reilly is actually going to be going on tour as Dewey Cox soon.
No shit.
And
That's
I'm
amazing.
probably gonna go.
Yeah.
What was the oh god, the Michael Pitt movie about Kurt Cobain that we love a lot? Lost Days? Lost
The
Time?
Gus Van Sant one was.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Lost Days.
Lost Days.
Lost Days.
That sequence where it's
Yeah.
just a slow pan out
Uh-huh.
while he's looping various like layers onto it. That has stuck with me since I saw it in like, you know, whatever 20 years ago.
Yeah,
Like that
dude,
was I love when you can authentically like hear diegetic like, you know, musical performances
Yeah.
that isn't like a musical necessarily or whatever. You know, Dinner in America. Like that fake band, the Psyops, was fucking legit. Like I would listen to them right now.
I mean, you had gone and mentioned a very like prominent part of the movie opus is like the fact that like John Malkovich himself has a bit of a death cult type of deal going on in his house, in his compound. Brings us to our next one, best death cult of the year.
There were actually a lot.
There was a lot.
We've not had a lot.
God, there were so many.
Of like nominees for these awards. This one we're gonna open it up a little bit. We're gonna kind of mention, I think, the various nominees.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already mentioned Opus. I feel like with Clown in a Cornfield.
Clown in a Cornfield definitely had a little bit of, it was like a clown cult, but yeah.
John, let us know if you've seen any of these.
Okay.
But I
No,
do
so
think you're
far.
gonna approve of the winner when we eventually name them.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you will.
There were
I'm
28
the same
years
way.
later, had a couple different death cults.
And I really like that they can be.
Yeah, at least two.
Yeah, at least
Yeah,
two.
at least two.
And I mean,
Yeah, what, Jimmy's at the end?
Well, because we got
Yeah.
Jimmy's, we got like the home cult, if we
yeah,
want to
the
call that
home
a cult.
cult. And I mean, Ray Fiennes also kind of
That's
ran
kind of-
his one-person cult,
Sure.
where
That's what I
he
was thinking.
revered death in such a beautiful fashion.
Yeah, no,
I feel like
I
he
loved
would
him in
take
that.
on
His
acolytes
monologue about like, remember you'll die, remember that you're
Remember
loved.
loved.
broke my heart. I love it. That's
Beautiful.
my number
I
one
cried.
movie.
I actually
Yeah.
cried.
Yeah.
God, I
Oh.
God, loved it.
Bring Her Back had a bit of a death cult.
My favorite thing about that death cult is, and we always are polarized on this.
Bring Her Backs or
Bring Her Back.
yeah, I was gonna say another death cult of one. Well, no, not true.
No, there was a full cult. And that's where she
We
got
didn't see anyone else but her. But yeah, no,
No,
the video.
No, we saw the video.
That's what I'm saying. Where it's like,
Not
you know, you that's the polarizing part I was talking about.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
I was like, I love how little it gives you, and that's essentially what she has, and that's what she worked with, and I love that. We don't need the mythos. It would be, you know, it would be cool if we had more of it. However, with what we had, it's nice, it's mysterious. It's like, you know, you're only getting a bit of what's going on, and like piecing it, like, oh my god, is this? And then it reveals itself to be what it is, and I think that's really cool. But I also understand the opposite, where it's like, you know, we didn't get enough.
Well, I was going to just also mention, you know, not the only time that we were kind of discussing in the same mini conversation, Bring Her Back and Weapons, you know, for being another, you know, kind of death cult of one, unless of course you count all of the kidnapped
They're members, I would assume.
folks. But another, you know, led by a leading lady. We
Yeah,
love women
that
in
one
powerful
I would
positions
say-
of leadership.
Army of One, who manufactures her team, as opposed to willing believers of the mythos of the cult. You know,
That is a film that I'm excited to watch and get to hear like a lot of takes from you guys on,
Yeah.
just because I've heard a little bit of the discourse around it. So
You'll
think
have a
it's
lot of fun with it, I think.
Such a writerly
Yeah.
movie too.
Yeah.
Like, the
You-
structure is very specific. Like,
Yeah.
I would love to hear your take on
yes,
that.
yes, yes, yes.
yeah.
Very
Um,
Rashomani.
Okay.
But also, in my opinion, again, like not enough. But
Okay.
and then I think-
Talking more about not seeing so much of a mythos of a cult, another
but
option.
knowing it was there.
But yeah, knowing the like gist framework of it together. Together is one that's really interesting in how it's. I would say I could have used more of it, but
Yeah. especially in that movie.
yeah, but like the chunk that we get of it, it's like it's still enough that it makes sense in the storyline. It pieces the things together that we may have missed previously and justifies where we're going. So like for that, I commend it, and I think it was really cool.
These are all really good, but I feel like we're not sold fully on the idea of it being like the top death cult, though.
Like, especially like Clown in a Cornfield, I felt like that was kind of loose and lame. Like 28 years later, is it a cult or is it a village? Whatever. You know, Bring
The
Her
argument
Back.
can be made, yeah.
Bring Her Back and Weapons, and even together, like, okay, we get some like clear, like churchy, culty, worshipy, but again, it's either
Yeah.
like one person or in the past.
No,
or
we
not
need
enough.
a group. I feel like we definitely
Absolutely.
need a group.
So I would.
There's
pick,
one clear winner, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I would think
Hands
of Opus,
down.
but I think in terms of like mass death, ignoring the will of the people around you, not doing your job, the winner's got to be. You want to say it together on three?
Yeah.
1, 2,
3.
3.
U.S. Congress.
Ooh, interesting.
Winner of best death cult.
Interesting.
Fuck you. Okay.
Clock it.
Interesting. Not classify sinners as having a death cult?
The KKK is certainly a death cult, sure.
Yeah.
Again, we already named U.S. Congress. You don't have to name Miley Cyrus when Hannah Montana's already won the award.
You're right.
Oh,
Netflix don't call.
baby. That's a spicy meatball.
Netflix, don't call us. Shutter.
Shut
Our line's open.
We're ready.
Get him.
He stands on business.
Yeah. He loosened the tie. Horror Daddy is off. So, best love
Best
scene.
love scene. This
Now-
one's a good one.
We could talk about different kinds of love and what that can mean.
Dude, there's romantic love.
There's like the
There's the
paternal
will they,
love.
The will
there's
they, won't theys.
yes.
Oh, dude, I
But-
just went to like a whole romanticy thing going on, and it was like the will they, won't theys, and like all of the tropes of enemies to lovers, slow burns. You have friends to lovers,
star-crossed lovers.
star-crossed lovers.
Coworkers to lovers?
Coworkers to lovers is a thing, in fact, actually. There's also like you have things like a second chance romance, right person, wrong time type.
Yeah.
No, I think this one we're gonna go a little bit more visceral though.
I think nothing beats it more.
Yeah.
Than
Beats it more.
Then quite literally beat it.
it's not even an innuendo, and yet it works. Nothing really brings it home like having a heart-to-heart with someone and just really emotionally grabbing depth with someone in the will they, won't they of joy while just hearing someone get absolutely railed in the back of the van.
Yeah,
This goes
okay.
to Hard Eyes.
Yep, the couple in the back of
Couple
the van.
in the back of the van.
That's
Congratulations to the couple in the back of the van.
Nothing says...
So to be
That-
clear, because I think we're the only 3 people that saw Hard Eyes.
Oh, I saw Hard Eyes.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
We're good.
4 people
We're
that saw
good.
the
Four
movie.
people. Thank you, Josh Rubin.
Josh Rubin.
Josh Rubin.
Dropout star, Josh
That
Rubin.
was
see?
fucking. That was comedy at its core.
That is
Yep.
beautiful.
While the lead couple is attempting to have their big climactic heart-to-heart, you're hearing someone else kind of beat them to the chase.
Yep.
Yeah, they do.
Mere inches away.
boy, were they beating it.
And mere inches away.
Yeah.
And I love how they eventually do just break and just fucking laugh at the moment and the absurdity. It's like, how do you actually attempt to have the heart-to-heart when you're listening to this?
At that point, it's like, we'll just put a pin in this because
Yep.
they're already putting a pin in it right now.
Hey.
Hey. But yeah, it's hilarious. It's quality. It's, I still think about that scene and just like, so fucking ridiculous in the best way.
I think that wasn't his director debut, right? That was
No.
his second?
Yes, after Werewolves Within.
Werewolves
Yeah.
Within.
Because I was going to say,
I
know
do
he's...
really like him as an actor, as a performer, as a comedian. But yeah, I'm still waiting to be wowed.
Same. Yeah, Hard Eyes was fun. Like, it was a fun, I could enjoy watching that movie, having a drink, having a snack. That's not a movie that I'm just going to come out here and be like, you guys need to fucking watch this movie.
Life-changing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad I got to see it in theaters and it was a fun
I'm
experience.
very glad I watched it almost not exactly back to back, but in my like theater going of like February of this year. Around Valentine's Day, there was Heart Eyes and then Love Hurts, which was not a horror movie, but like a very pulpy, very genre-y movie around Valentine's Day. And I love bringing them up together because
Oh, Kihoi.
yes, and they each had like climactic kills, and it was the same kill.
Really?
In both Hard Eyes and
Really?
Love Hurts, you had a metal straw getting utilized to someone through the
Wow.
eye, and then of course through the straw. But what even got it more was in Hard Eyes, when they do the stab, they yell, "Love hurts!" And I was like, oh shit, was that on purpose?
Yeah,
Like, did those studios hate each other? Like, I was so invested in
funny.
this like potential non-existent blood feud. But yeah, I gotta
blood,
do
if you
some
will.
research into that because I just thought it was too weird of a coincidence.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even if that is a coincidence, exactly, that is one of those like serendipitous moments of like,
Synchronicity, like,
you just
whatever,
have to
yeah.
accept it for what it is.
That is a blast, damn.
Yeah.
So, something else I would love to get your take on as we move into our sort of final big award.
Okay.
We had previously teased this, big time award in a couple episodes. One episode we have discussed our Scream Queens, a term I'm sure you're familiar with, of course, right? Of course, like final girls or, leading ladies of horror that are either surviving or not. Either way, we love them, right? We tried to apply the same term to Scream Kings, right? Whether that made them, like final guys or just the monsters, as men are often cast as the slashers, the antagonists, etc.
Yeah.
So, a lot of them were either monsters or, final guys or like however you would want to look at it. But despite coming to a decision on our like definitive king and queen, we just didn't feel good about not, bestowing some other titles upon the runners-up, if you will. So we're gonna kind of quickly run through those.
There's
However,
accolades of all sorts.
do you have any, favorite Scream
Any
kings or
standouts?
queens, or just any, favorite, guys, gals of the horror genre, action, whatever, blah.
Oh, I mean, he isn't anymore, but for the longest time, Dewey.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Spoiler.
No, well, in addition to
but like
It's
genuinely
been a
for
few
the
years, it's fine.
what is
God, I
Mr.
hated
Courtney
that
Cox's name?
right.
David Arquette.
David Arquette.
Hell of a
Arquette
wrestler.
family. Sorry, no disrespect.
Yeah, he is.
In addition to Scream, though, he's Eight-Legged Freaks.
Eight-Legged Freaks, such a fun fucking movie.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he definitely was picking projects like based
It's not a
on
horror
fun.
movie, but Ready to Rumble.
That's what I'm saying.
It's fucking hilarious.
He's definitely like a genre.
I will rule you.
A genre king, if you will.
Oh
That's a
man,
good one. Good pick.
like now I'm wondering though what. Oh my God, it's Patrick for the Conjuring guy, Patrick Wilson.
Daddy Patrick Wilson.
Yeah.
Ah.
We
Where-
did name him in our discussion of Scream Kings.
So like he definitely,
yeah,
I think,
yeah.
also to some degree, just because he's got,
behind the camera.
yeah,
as well as in front.
He
exactly.
has director accolades. He's got musical accolades as well.
Yeah. Just
being
Accolades.
I was gonna say, I love that he has acolytes and not accolades.
Electrolytes, aculites, precise lights.
He's got them all,
So
baby.
he's got Pedialytes, and I'm just with him, man. Like,
You know what?
He's stay pissing.
When I'm hungover, it's Patrick's there for me.
He stay pissing, stay hydrated.
Go piss,
Drink your
girl.
goddamn water.
Be sure to drink your Ovaltine.
Who else would I think of though? Even for like,
Spay and neuter your pets.
man, for a real
pressure. It was
yeah,
Yeah.
but like for a real Scream King, like I almost do then wonder, like, is this this struggle like a symptom of the genre now that I'm just like trying to experience?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we
A lot of things we discussed about it is like
It's not even like final dudes or anything like that.
Joe said, it's not.
Okay.
They're not they may not be the one who survives, but they're
Okay.
like someone who's prominent in horror.
Like you've seen
who,
him in a ton of stuff, or it's like you
Man.
think horror, you think this actor.
Yeah,
So
but it's
like
interesting.
the contortionist from the 80s that was both Alien and the Predator.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, I forget that actor's name, but like
True. Very
that
tall
motherfucker, yeah,
African-American
he was
man,
like,
yeah.
like that dude, holy shit,
And then
could
of course,
he move?
like you got Doug Jones, who's played almost every character creature that you've ever seen.
Yeah.
He played Abe Sapien. He played most of the monsters in.
He was in Shape of Water.
He was the
Was
he
he?
was the
He was the fish.
Gillman.
Oh my
yeah.
god, wow.
Yeah, Doug Jones has been in a ton of stuff. I love Doug Jones's work.
Interesting.
I don't think he's done anything as of recent in monster character.
I believe you're correct.
I think he's done some acting gigs as himself, which has been pretty cool.
I wouldn't have necessarily thought this if he hadn't been like kind of in the discourse again, like doing horror cons more recently. But I can't remember how much we talked about him on the episode. But like, just in honor of Scream, like I feel like Matthew Lillard is very
Lillard,
much
for
kind of in
sure.
the mix now.
Yeah.
like
He's
showing
coming
up
back around.
13 Ghosts and
Five
shit, dude,
Nights.
was so much fun.
He's coming back around.
And
Like
that's,
Five
like, a
Nights at
big, big
Freddy's is
favorite.
just him
Yes.
getting his foot back in the door again, and like I'm willing to take that.
I also I'm bad with actors' names, and I'm grateful that you guys are so much better with them. The cop in Midnight Mass.
Ooh.
Oh,
That was also the sheriff, and he was in Bly Manor, right?
Yes.
Raoul.
He's the chef
Yes.
in Long
Yes.
Manor. He's
dude,
the
yeah.
sheriff.
his social media presence
Yes.
gives
Such
me
a handsome,
life.
loving, beautiful man.
His
That's where I'm
social
like, when
media
you ask for a
gives me
king,
life. He is so
King.
goddamn funny.
I can't grow
Yes.
a beard, but if I could, I would want it to be his beard.
right? Like again, like an icon of a
Strong
man.
beard.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I love him.
These
But
yeah,
so,
he,
you know, that's a
great
choice.
great honorables for
I was gonna
sure.
say any of the favorites of
Yeah.
Mike Flanagan's crew now. I feel
Yes.
like it's like automatic.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I mean, I'm just gonna start naming
Yeah,
names.
do
like,
we want to? Yeah, we can start going through.
Where is
Do
Katie
we-
Siegel and
do we have an
Shiona?
order,
Yeah,
or are we
she's
just gonna-
second on the list.
Ah, there we
yeah,
go.
so-
We're just
Well,
gonna
no,
go
Do
shoot
you want
for
to? Did you want to like go in order? Are you feeling?
Sure, we'll go in order. Yeah.
Are
yeah.
you feeling especially oratory? I feel like this needs like.
Okay, so first up for our. It says here, insert list of kings and queens. Finish this later, Glenn.
Shit.
That's a good one. So starting
Good
off
answer.
first, I think is the very obvious like choice for us. Is he's a big name for us. He's been around the block, and we're so excited to see more from him. We got David Dastmalchian being our mayor of Halloween Town.
I feel like
things
this
like-
is a very like prestigious title, you know, like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not a Jack
Last Voyage of
Skellington.
the Demeter, Late Night with the Devil,
Okay.
the new Dexter series.
Yes, he's
Okay.
in the new Dexter series for sure. Definitely
Grave
check him out.
Encounters.
Grave
Grave
Encounters.
Encounters,
He
the
is-
Batman.
hosts
No,
a-
not the Batman.
He hosts a web
Dark
series
Knight
called
Rises.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coffins.
Yeah.
He did some voice acting in the Doom that came to Gotham, which is like the animated Batman series, which is horror related.
Kind of had his big break in The Dark Knight as like a particularly
Henchman.
That's what- yep.
crazy henchman of
Yeah.
Two-Face.
No, Joker.
Joker, right?
He
of
was
course.
one of the Asylum breakouts.
Yeah.
He is a fantastic actor.
He's
He
a
is-
gothy boy.
He's
But
a
also someone who
gothy
has
boy.
been really pushing for, hi, I am your ambassador of horror. I will
Yeah.
sell you a casket. I will talk to you about your favorite horror
I will
directors.
host your horror drag show.
Oh,
Like,
you're
come
doing-
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things about these, like, a lot of people on this list, like, when I think of ambassadors of horror, I think of the people who, when I see like a horror documentary or I see like a horror series and they pull people
The
to talk
talking
about
heads.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Most of these people are on there consistently
Yeah.
because they love the craft, they understand it, they
And they're good
revel
at
in it.
speaking on it. Like,
Yes.
they know their shit. They're
And like
compelling.
being a guest judge on like, horror related things, like, for example, Dracula Titans.
Yeah, which is
David
what-
Dastmalchian is,
His second time
yeah, he's
hosting
becoming
or co-hosting it, I guess? Or
yeah,
as a special guest,
as a
yeah.
judge panel. But
judge
like
panel,
he's
yeah.
becoming a prominent member of the panel, which is nice to see. It's nice that people are excited to see him and enough that they want him to come back. So hopefully that also stands to be a testament of them being good people as well as great actors.
Yes, and as the forever accompaniment to him, I would go with Katie Seagal as our ambassador of Halloween Town.
Absolutely.
I feel like she's really been coming out not only as like one of the most compelling screen actors, not just of like Mike Flanagan's crew,
Yeah.
who she happens to be married to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and be partnered like work partners with and all that great stuff.
She's got her directorial debut coming out soon.
But is now I mean, we already saw her short directorial
Yes,
debut.
VHS
Yes, we did.
Beyond.
The,
Yes.
the last
She
of
did that?
Yeah, she did the last
spaceship
one.
with the lady that's like leaving her van.
Banana
Oh my
Nice.
god.
That was her.
That's awesome.
And that was my favorite segment of that whole. Like, I didn't even really like
Yeah.
the VHS, but I love that segment.
That's sick.
That was her
But she's got a
debut.
She's got a feature in the mix right now.
I think she does.
or something
Yes,
to that effect.
she's
But-
working on one now. I know she's attached to the upcoming Carrie project.
Yeah, she
Yes,
is.
that's-
Which I'm
yes.
not super stoked. Do we really need another Carrie remake?
We do now. We do now that Katie Siegel's attached. Yes.
You know what? And that's more than enough to give it to me. But very much in the same like camp as David Dastmalchian. She is one of those talking heads. She's on all of these horror programs talking about how much she loves the genre. She's been a part of it for years.
She's not just a performer, not just a director, not just a writer, like an academic. You know what I mean? Like she studies it, she loves it, she breathes it. So we pay respect to that.
Absolutely.
Things like Gerald's Game, things like Hush.
Hush, dude. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Hush was
Such
so
a silly,
good.
crazy thing. This is a fun little tidbit thing that I found out about Mike Flanagan the other day. Did you know that the mirror from Oculus appears in all of his following features?
Shut the
Recently,
fuck
I saw
up.
that. That's very cool, though.
So it's on. So the mirror it's in Haunting a Hill House. It's in Bly Manor. It's actually the fucking the headboard for the bed in Gerald's game.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, it
That's fun.
appears in all of these movies
That's great.
and TV shows.
I love that.
And I was like, that is some serious
It's a good
attention
way to
detail.
hide it too.
Yeah.
Also,
The headboard?
headboard.
And it was such a like, that's a pivotal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, you probably watched the movie and went, yeah, and didn't even see it.
In plain sight. Love
Mostly
that.
because you were watching Carla Gugino be writhing around on a bed for a while.
Yeah.
It's hard to think when you're looking at that.
She is so gorgeous, but like,
I love Carla Gugino.
But once this was going on,
Yeah.
yeah.
just it was.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry.
Alternatively, I'll flip flop it to her appearance in Fall of the House Usher because she was incredible as whatever deity she was playing in that. It was so good.
Entity. Deity. I mean, she is a deity. But
Yeah.
Yes.
that was.
She
That was
is a
amazing.
deity. Moving on, we have our monster in the basement.
Oh.
Goes to
A certain Viking who's played a number of monsters recently.
yes.
You can't help but not bounce on it crazy style.
Oh yeah. I mean, no,
Billy Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
He's been Count
Appropriate.
Orlok. He's been Pennywise. He's been we're not
The
going to talk about
Silent Man.
We're not going to talk about the Crow, but
Yeah, he was the Silent Man in Castle Rock.
yes, he will also be reprising the Pennywise role in the
In
upcoming
the TV series.
TV
yeah,
series,
Return to
right?
Darby.
Welcome to
Return to
Darby.
Derry.
Derry. Darby.
Derry? Derby? Derry?
Um,
Derry in it?
Yeah, also someone who's just been putting a lot of work into more genre stuff. Thinking of like The Crow, but also like Boy Kills World.
Yeah, going
Like,
back into like stuff like Villains. Like Villains
Yes.
was a cerebral thing.
With,
if you haven't watched Villains, you would fucking
no. Okay.
very cute.
Micah Monroe, Bill Skarsgård, the dude from Burn Notice. I can never remember his name.
But we love him.
And then
the
Keira
lead
Sedgwick.
And yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Such a fun cat, like small cast, tight, confined.
Very bottle episode-y, but like
Oh,
great to see
so
the four of
good.
them bouncing off each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
And I mean, speaking of.
I was about to say,
Speaking
the
of-
man herself.
Okay, so we're gonna go with our damsel in distress. We're gonna give it to Micah Monroe.
I mean,
Micah we love and probably know best from It Follows, but also more
Oh yes.
recently.
Yeah. Long legs.
Long Legs.
Yeah.
Now we say damsel in distress, and we do not mean this in a derogatory way because if
Absolutely
anyone can
not.
pull off a damsel to not be fucked with, I think it is Micah Monroe. I'm thinking specifically of her movie, or the movie that she starred in, well, 2023 I think it might have been, but Watcher. Really cool, kind of a slow burn.
Oh yeah.
A little bit more quiet, but explosive ending, really earns everything it does, holds tension well, and I think is just like very smartly written, portrayed, and performed. And
She's
she
got
nails
some
it.
future projects coming out that we're
The
kind of
hand that
excited
rocks the
about.
cradle.
But even like in It Follows, when she's like the titular, like getting stalked girl, like she outsmarts things work out. And they
She
also
did not know
don't, but
piece that
whatever.
entire fucking movie, and her face read like this, like.
She
She
carried
did
it,
the
though.
she did the same thing in Long Legs, and I'm always
about to
blown
say.
away about it anytime I see her do it. She does this thing where she gets so disturbed that she looks like she's gonna vomit.
Yeah. Yeah. She really portrays like a panic attack authentically.
Yeah, and it's like, no, you are seriously about to throw up because you're so distressed right
Yeah.
now. Like, and it's so convincing.
So
I
that
love
is
that.
we're emphasizing the distress, not the damsel.
Not the
Yeah,
damsel,
for sure.
mostly distressed.
She's
We
no
just
more
love
damsel.
alliteration.
Our honorary edition. This is our Sage of the Court.
Who we did honor earlier.
We did honor earlier. We're going to give this to Tony Todd.
Yeah. Mr. Tony.
We've said a lot about him earlier, but like, this is a man who is a foundational point of the genre. He is someone who is willing to take chances on a lot of indie features.
I think Sage is a very like well chosen title.
It felt very appropriate when
He just
when-
loved the genre.
Yeah, when
And, you
writing
know, leaving us with Final Destination 6 and still having more work on its way. I'm very happy that he's going to be hopefully, you know, remembered and regarded as, you know, a pillar of horror and, you know, a
Oh,
cornerstone.
Film and genre.
Yeah.
And film. His stuff
modern
didn't
media.
just go
famous
beyond.
and infamous. Infamous?
Speaking of
Infamous?
speaking of incredibly scientific, figured out things,
That was a fucking
our
Three
next
Amigos
title
joke.
is
Damn.
the. Sorry, what?
That was a Three Amigos joke. Shit.
It's been a while since I watched that
Infamous.
movie.
It means he's more than famous. Yeah, Joe, you want to take this one though?
Well, I was just saying.
I feel like this is a
very scientific, very we put hours in the lab to figure out this one. But our Countess of Creeps is one of my favorite breakouts, who I feel like finally got her like winner of a feature, Sophie Thatcher.
Yes.
Who I just think has like a very bright, dark future ahead of her. Really deserves to be in the conversation with like, more famous starlets like Anya Taylor-Joy or Mia Goth or Wednesday Addams, friggin' Jenna Ortega. You know what I mean? Like, she very much deserves, I think, to be like part of this new group of like up and coming leading ladies, and she's definitely one of our favorite genre horror.
Dude, she's holding it. I just started Yellow Jackets.
Yeah.
Holding it
Hell
down,
yeah,
dude. She's a bad bitch in that movie.
100%. That's one.
It's so good.
And along with Maya Hawke, someone else who does a lot of great genre work, an actor that we love, that I certainly am a big fan of.
Yeah.
The two of them, like solo musicians, they have their own musical careers. Sophie Thatcher does some cool stuff. So
What else is Sophie Thatcher in? Because
Heretic.
So she did Heretic.
She was one of the two.
Shit. Okay.
Before that, she was in Boogeyman in 2023
not
with
great, but a Stephen King adaptation.
Yeah.
with David S. Malshin in it too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so like it feels
Major
nice
studio.
that she went for, like, not saying that, like, again, horror is subjective. Enjoy what you like.
Yeah.
You've also seen her possibly, I don't know, whatever. She was in a few episodes of the Obi-Wan, or no, excuse me, not Obi-Wan. Was it Obi-Wan, or unfortunately, I think it was the like Boba Fett or something. Whatever. She's also in Star Wars.
Mandalorian?
Okay.
Joe's
no.
gonna remember this later, and he's gonna be driving home being like, "Oh my
Fuck!
god!"
It's one of the two. Whatever. She has a robot arm, which is
Okay.
funny because in
That's
Companion,
funny.
she also gets a robot
Yeah.
arm. So like,
Yeah, but
I
she's
just saw that recently
and
online.
not saying advanced, but like her movies have gotten more and more accolades. I'll say.
Yeah.
So, like,
She's getting
from-
traction.
I
She's
really
from
hope she stays
Boogeyman
with
it.
to what's the other one? Maxine and
That's right. She did have a bit
Gotcha.
part in that. Yeah.
Maxine,
Angel's
Heretic,
character.
and then Companion, in my opinion, struck gold.
Yeah.
And like, if you weren't talking about her before, she's on the radar for you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I will say, with a lot of horror, I feel like, obviously it's what we watch and it's what we see, but there's a lot of unsung heroes as well. And for me, digging deep into the people that maybe not have been prominently on the big screen but have still been working in horror and deserve the accolade, my Mistress of Mayhem will go to Brittany O'Grady.
Absolutely.
Some things that she has worked on was the Black Christmas, so that was 2019, I believe
Okay.
it was.
Yes.
She was also in It's What's Inside, which was this like sci-fi horror, not so much like monster horror, but like body swapping and like.
Oh yes.
Was
yeah.
she
Yeah.
wait, in Black Christmas? Was she like the house mother?
Good question.
Right? She wasn't one of the teens. She's not like I don't know this. I don't recognize this name. So is she an older actress? You're saying who's done stuff?
No.
Or she's okay. I'm sorry.
She's younger.
She's younger than us.
That's why I don't know her.
She was also in something last year of In Our Blood, but also she has more horror coming out like post production. So like she has work that is still coming out.
Monitor.
Yeah,
As well. Yeah.
Monitor, and that one I believe it's a tech horror. So I'm intrigued. I don't know if it's going to go more sci-fi. It's very brief description of it. So I think it's really cool, and it kind of fueled me to do more research on people and be like, okay, so I know what I know, but what about the other movies that I don't know? And add them to the queue. And that's the joy of horror. Like what you like, but don't let it stop at that.
Yeah.
Dig
deeper.
Yeah,
There's always
find-
room for discovery.
Absolutely. And, I'm glad I stumbled upon Brittany, and through that, it opens up a web of she's in this movie with this people, and these people also do indie horror, and it just leads to
Excellent
streamline.
addition to it.
So it's really cool.
100%, yes.
I really am looking forward to what she has more to bring to the horror community.
Yeah. And then somebody who has already brought a lot, and we're hoping, we're crossing our fingers that she stays within the genre. We're hoping that we have her forever. I don't know if we will. Is Anya Taylor-Joy, our Baroness of Blood.
Is she going somewhere?
I just don't know if she is good enough, especially with her work in the Mad Max series.
Yeah, for Furiosa.
I
yeah.
don't know if she's gonna stick around in horror.
Oh, well. Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, she just has
We are
her
hoping-
sights set on larger, wider horizons.
We hope
okay,
that we
okay.
have our defiled black claws dug deeply into that, but you know.
Love that lady.
And then also, as Joe touched on just recently, especially with Maxine, we have Mia Goth as our Duchess of Dread.
This was a tough one. This lady's been like holding it. Speaking of holding it down, right? Like a lot of people might think like, oh, Mia Goth, automatic scream queen.
She
just for
came
the X
crashing
trilogy
through
alone.
that window. Yes.
Oh god, the X.
And now like with upcoming like Blade and
Please.
you know, not just the X trilogy, but speaking of Anya Taylor-Joy, the two of them were in a movie together called Marrowbone, which was not exactly a horror movie, but it did feature a ghost, did feature a monster, did feature a man locked in an attic.
That sounds pretty horror to me.
These are good things.
Nonetheless, really played more like a
Joe,
dark,
I can only get so excited.
dark gothic horror, or I would say like a dark gothic thriller,
Oh.
or family drama even.
And there's family drama too. Oh.
But it was like a really solid like 3.5 for me, but like very much worth the 100 minutes or whatever. And just honestly to see like the cast, it's the two of them, but then also like one of the dudes from I don't know Stranger Things is in it, like or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah,
It doesn't matter.
No, you're totally
Good stuff.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good movie. Solid
Charlie
stuff.
Heaton.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
Long hair boy.
And then this one, I know the two of you worked very hard to push, and my short-sightedness.
And us alone.
Yeah, my short-sightedness forgot all about this one and how much I absolutely love and adore her. Our Princess of Panic, Catherine Newton.
Someone who else?
I love her so much.
A lot of
Another
work in it.
name that sounds familiar.
So
but I'm not
Catherine
placing it.
Newton
Abigail.
You will know her.
was
yeah.
in Abigail, and she also played the lead in Lisa Frankenstein.
Oh, all
She's
right.
also Scott Lang's daughter, Ant-Man's daughter in the
Oh,
Ant-Man
really?
movies.
Okay.
Or at least in Quantum Mania.
I wholeheartedly believe that you and Savannah would love Lisa Frankenstein.
Okay.
You guys would have so much fun watching it.
Okay.
She's also going to be in the upcoming Ready or Not sequel. She was also the
Yes.
star of Freaky, the Vince Vaughn Freaky Friday horror
The body
parody.
swap one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a lot of fun. She has a lot of like that, like this is gonna sound derogatory, but it's not meant to be. But like the Stranger Things edness, where it's like, oh, you're cool, you're younger, you're accessible to like younger audiences to get into the genre.
I just think she
Like-
brings so much like energy. Like
Yes.
she brings enthusiasm in ways that
Yeah.
a lot of actors
And
don't.
she's so chaotic.
She
in
seems
so
chaotic,
much of her stuff.
but in a controlled, intentional way. She seems game for like wild shit. Like when you're doing like Ready or Not and Abigail like back to back and like all this other crazy stuff, I'm like, oh, you're just looking for fun, or at least looking like for me to have fun. Either way, I'm grateful, and like I'm looking forward to seeing more and more from her as well.
Most of the quotes that I enjoy from Abigail are from her character.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those are fucking onions. She's like, I don't know.
The meanest, most
She's looking
impatient,
for-
sassy bitch. I love it.
Yeah. And like obviously her duet split, that filming scene of the duet of the dancing
yeah.
was just so fucking cool.
It was
and
neat.
an iconic scene for me. Going off of people who know how to be in distress, my Prince in Peril would go to David Johnson. Only been into like horror-esque movie or like thriller, one would
Yes.
say. But I feel like Brittany, but more recently, if you don't know him from Alien Romulus, you'll know him from The Long Walk. And he will be on your radar.
Acted
Who was he
his
in Romulus?
ass
The
off.
cyborg.
He played Andy
Android.
the cyborg.
Yes,
Andy?
okay.
Andy, yeah.
Yeah.
And like
he acted
really
his
worked.
Fantastic.
ass off
One
in
of the
the
best-
Long
Yeah.
Walk.
Great movie.
Best character in my opinion in the Long Walk.
Okay.
I loved him.
Okay.
So like I haven't been able to find anything recent that he's like, working on post all this, but just as a testament with two movies having
Two heavy
Such
hitters
a-
too.
great reception for both of them. And what,
Especially
that's like
from both,
a year?
specifically both
year and a half time?
characters. Yeah.
So like I would be a disservice not to represent him and say, he deserves a spot at the table. And hopefully
100%.
he gets more opportunities, not just in horror.
I
would
hope
love to see him in anything.
Again, I hope he stays. I hope he stays in this genre because he's good enough to go anywhere. I hope that he stays here.
I mean, like, if the only Romulus 2 is the thing, and, you know, we know the thing at the end of 1, one can only assume.
Mike Flanagan, I know you're working on some Stephen King adaptations. He's already done one, and he did really good at that one. I think from the audience perspective, we should probably put him in another one. Just saying.
Facts are facts.
Facts are facts. That's all it is.
Cycling back to...
Yeah, just gonna say Joe. I think this is it. This might be a you one. Here,
Well,
buddy.
I was gonna very much comment on how much I appreciate. Is Viscount a German or Austrian?
I don't know. I looked up
designation?
Regency.
Viscount.
Or Viscount, excuse me.
Yeah.
I looked up Regency.
Awesome. Well, I think you nailed it. I think Viscount of Weil is an excellent title.
It's a wonderful thing for a fake German.
One who does it so well as Dan Stevens.
You don't
Dan
disrespect
Stevens,
Boogie like that.
My boogie.
who is just like one of the funnest, you know, not even villain, but mostly antagonist.
He mostly plays antagonist.
But just specifically in Cuckoo, which I loved him in so much, just so much fun. But he has always been down for fun genre stuff. I was first introduced to Dan Stevens in The Guest 2014, fantastic movie, and from then he just has not stopped being interesting, compelling, handsome.
He's one of those
scary,
actors that's just in
Handsome.
heroic.
If the name doesn't ring a bell, you have seen
Yes.
him in a movie, assuredly.
Yes.
But I mean, like, he's like doing the leading man thing. He's doing the villain thing. He can do like, you know,
The silly side characters in Godzilla Kong.
That's what I'm saying. He can be in
Quite
big budget
literally.
nonsense. He can be in small budget horror action thrillers. Like
And
The Possum.
sometimes all of those wrap together, coming back around to Cuckoo.
He could work with Al Pacino.
Hooah!
Yeah, I still have yet to see the faux Exorcist remake or whatever it was.
You're-
Ritual.
You are so
the
broken
Ritual
up by
Scorsese.
that. Yeah.
I'm not even broke. Just entertained by the fact that Al freaking Pacino and our guy Dan Stevens could do an Exorcist movie in the summer, and nobody fucking even looked at it. Like,
I love that
Jesus
you
Christ.
said
I didn't
Al
even
Pacino.
know about it.
That's what I'm saying.
You said Al Pacino in a way that made me feel like you're chummy. Like it's
My
like
bad- my boy Al
Everyone
Pacino.
calls him Al Pacino, but the way that you said it just sounded like you was like, oh, my man Al. I know
I think
him.
I did put frickin' in between.
Al
That might have done it
frickin'
for you.
Pacino.
Albert Pacino.
Al, oh my god.
Abalone Pacino.
Al, I'm so sorry.
Dan Stevens, another near finalist for Screen.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I,
Speaking of,
with
Yeah,
all
you
my-
need to speak on this.
With
one.
all my love, we've talked about him already. The dreamy, multi-talented Duke of Distress, Patrick Wilson.
Yeah.
Actor,
Just
director,
a joy.
Yeah.
singer, writer.
Fun fact: the movie that was his directorial debut, Insidious: The Red Door, and in credits, he sang with
Ghost.
Ghost. He was he sung with
Really?
in the ending
Yes.
credits. That is him and Ghost.
Oh my god.
And
Bro.
the song alone stands on its own. Like,
Yeah.
it's a great fucking song.
That's cool.
not the only rock star from the Conjuring universe. His co-star Vera Farmiga, also a near scream queen.
Screamo Queen.
is the lead
Yeah.
singer of a heavy metal band.
Yeah. She's
Wow,
she's in like a
damn.
heavy metal, death metal band.
And
yeah.
she does like this whole like witchy Stevie Nicks like
Oh, I
scream sing
love
thing.
that.
It's pretty
Yeah,
And
cool.
it's, if you didn't
should.
love her already,
That's
like,
incredible.
Which again,
She's awesome.
I mentioned this podcast earlier. The big picture. They were also discussing Vera Farmiga, and they were specifically talking about like, dang, she chooses weird stuff, huh? From Bates Motel to this, that, the other. She's a real weirdo. She's really into dark stuff. Isn't that fun? And they didn't freaking mention the fact that she sings in a heavy metal band. I was like, guys, please.
Yeah, like
get
Patrick
weirder.
Wilson has had like he's got Broadway credit, right?
Oh, what doesn't he do? He was Guys and Dolls, Oklahoma. I'm not even looking at
Was he a
this.
guy or a
I
doll?
know this.
I
Yes.
know this. He was in Brigadoon, which is one of my favorite.
You do love Brigadoon.
I love Brigadoon, and he played Tommy, and that was at the Lincoln Center at the revival, and it was I didn't get to see it, but just the clips, I'm just kicking my feet like, what a star!
But you're just a casual fan, right?
oh yeah,
I just like him.
you just see like a portrait of Patrick Wilson on my chest. I mean,
Claudio, I have an idea for a thing. We have the opportunity to do
Do
something
the funniest
so funny.
thing. But yes, fantastic. He had has had legacy of Insidious and The Conjuring, and the one Stephen King one in the Tall Grass, something like that. But yeah, prominent, consistent.
He's sticking around. I feel it in my
Enjoyable.
bones.
Yeah.
He found his genre.
Anything.
He is like one of these consummate like
Bone Tomahawk.
He is like one of these consummate
fucked up
performers.
movie.
Awesome. That
In
was
that he
awesome.
can sing, dance,
Yeah.
act, produce, direct, write.
Kiss.
Like he's not going anywhere.
I
like
think.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yes, thank you.
Speaking though,
Patrick
of, like,
Wilson, call us. Claudio needs to figure out a thing real quick.
We gotta test something out.
Just like real quick.
I'm your biggest fan. No homo, but also.
I'm gonna say, speaking of like sort of bigger names that kind of like don't just stick to horror, despite being like very well known for their slew of.
What are you
horror
talking about,
appearances.
Joe?
I'm talking about Nick Cage, who we have dubbed the Overlord of Outbursts, which I think
Yes.
is incredibly appropriate.
Yes.
That's very,
well
very.
I'm a vampire.
But
I'm a vampire.
despite not being an exclusive, despite not being an exclusive horror guy,
Yeah.
Nick Cage deserves all the credit for being just king weirdo.
Yeah.
But in the
Yes.
best way. The best way.
The best, like the best way possible. He's also like father of weirdos too. Like
Yeah.
his son is like a huge like death metal goth kid. Like, and he's just
Hell
so
yeah.
supportive and about it that they go out places and they're both wearing matching leather jackets. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Very cute.
He has such like a list, just like when I think of just horror movies, Wicker Man, Willy's Wonderland, Arcadian, which was recent, that was last year. Obviously, Long Legs. What was the one movie that I forget?
Mandy!
But also the Eldritch one.
Oh, Color Out
Color
of
Out-
Space, dude.
Yeah,
Come on,
Color
Mandy
Out
and
of
Color Out of
Space.
Space all in 1 year too.
Yeah. So like, he's about that life. He does it for the joy. He's everywhere. I love him.
He just does it for the love of movies, genuinely.
Yeah.
He also did Renfield as well, like
That's
Nicholas
the
Hoult,
one, yeah.
Renfield, and it's like he had like watching the interviews from Renfield of him and Nicholas Hoult sitting there going, "I had such a good time working with you," and then he's like, "I have such a good time working with you." It's like, you guys are so fucking cute.
Yeah.
Stop! Like, this is so cool.
But let's not pretend he wasn't also doing Vampire's Kiss way back in like
Yeah.
early 90s.
Fuck
so, like,
yeah,
he's
dude.
always been about this life.
He's always been about it. Like. Con Air was 2 seconds away from being a horror movie if they wanted it to be. Like,
I was just
come
gonna say
on.
the overlap of the number of people in that as actors that are great horror names.
Well, hold on.
because we also have Ving Rhames and shit.
Speaking of Con Air.
Yes, and John Leguizamo.
Yes.
Speaking of Con Air
Yeah.
and just horror, do you know who Danny Trejo said was the scariest motherfucker on the set of Con Air? It's not who you think.
That's not Steve Buscemi.
No. Or any of the other frightening men on that set. Like,
would be
name
the-
anyone else.
John Cusack.
That's who he said was the scariest motherfucker that he did not.
I guess
want.
I guess
I
identity
remember
really
hearing
stuck
about
with
this,
John
yes.
Out of
Cusack.
Nick Cage,
Fucked him
out of
up.
John Malkovich, out of Ving Rhames, out of Steve Buscemi,
He
out
said
of
because he was the
weirdo-
only one that was doing like method acting.
Yeah.
So like when they were out of character, everybody's hanging out. Like they were literally having a barbecue. It was
John.
literally
Yeah.
Cyrus's barbecue. Literally. And he was like, if I remember correctly, he said something to the effect of like, yeah, John Cusack was just off to the side with his arms crossed, like staring at us.
He's just like, and
'Cause
like
he was like,
imagine
yeah,
Danny
that's
Trejo
unnerving.
on the How Did This Get Made podcast, like dead-eyed, being like, yeah, no. I don't
I'm scared of John.
and I don't want to talk about it too much.
Because like,
let's
his
move on.
whole character was like, I have to hunt these men,
Men,
and
yeah.
he kept that
He's a weirdo.
mindset even off. Which like Danny Trejo actually went to prison, like,
right?
He's a pro boxer. That's
Yes.
I will say we need more people that can method act good people. It's always people trying to be bad things.
Yeah.
And this is me not saying I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know how well John Cusack did.
You haven't seen Con Air?
Yeah.
Get
All
out
right,
of
so
here.
he's got to do a video game stream, and then we have to stream
Watch
Con Air.
Con Air.
It's not a horror movie, but come on, you want to watch us watch Con Air? Come on.
I live in a cellar where all I have is fine dining and horror movies. You expect me to watch something else?
I'll ask the Overlord. Maybe he'll give us.
All this
Give
to
us
say,
Con Air.
people should method act good people too, because method acting, in my opinion, is a sham.
Hot take.
Burn me at the stake, right next to Lake Mungo.
Speaking of veterans who have long histories, big names, big legacies, I should say,
Scary actors.
and also actors who are capable of intensity. We have our Count of Corpses, Mr. Ethan Hawke,
Alright.
who I think has certainly earned this not only from the Black Phone. Go see the Black Phone too.
Yeah, very much looking forward to that one.
Yes.
But he also in 2012 was in, what was that movie, Sinister?
Sinister. That was a banger.
Yeah, and then he's also like played horror adjacent antagonists in a couple of things recently as well, like Moon Knight. Like I love seeing him be antagonistic and scary and mean, and it's like he does it very well. And for so long he was Golden Boy. They were like, we wanted him to be the good guy.
I always want him to be the hero, but I think he does play a vampire in Daybreak.
Yes, he does.
Daybreakers. I love
Action one,
Daybreakers.
but it's still vampires.
I'd say that's hella horror.
Yeah.
Humanity shifting, where vampires are like the
apex.
the apex, and that people are being farmed for blood. Like that in itself
Human
is
cattle.
horror.
Yeah.
People like seeing what happens when the supply of blood is diminished and what it happens to. That's all horror.
Yeah.
So
It's
cool.
like it's got a little taste of sci-fi in there, got a taste of dystopian in there, some fun stuff. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke is definitely, like, he is so into horror and so tangentially horror, he had to be here.
And I'm so glad he's back for Black Phone too. I know I'm gonna be sitting there like, you hot son of a bitch.
And then I actually don't know our penultimate.
Then let me take the wheel.
Okay.
This is someone who I know I am in an army of one here. Not a shade, but just as like, again, going back to our first person with David, where I say it's someone that like when I watch a documentary, when I see like, the shows about horror and we see this
You
person.
only recently brought this to my attention. I'm so excited that you did, though.
Yeah, and now you're going to go back and be like, oh my God, this person has such a library.
Dude, the
of
accolades
movies.
alone are just insane.
My matron of macabre goes to Felicia Rose. You may know her from her breakout role in 1983's Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Moving on from there. So from
Can't
1983
wait for Kenan Thompson's version.
to now, she is still consistently working on anything and everything horror related. She goes to the conventions. She does every indie movie she's presented with. I'm just gonna name a few just off the bat over the years that I've never heard of until I dived in. I'm like, oh my God, Zombiegeddon, Satan's Playground, Camp Dread, Death House, Terrifier 2, if you recall. Craving, The Forest Hills, where I believe that was with Shelley Duvall. And in 2024, she was also in a movie with Tony Todd, Stream.
Stream, directed by the same guy that did Terrifier.
And it's all a circle. And she is just so prominent
Damien Leone. I had to get that, yeah.
Yeah. She's so prominent in theater.
yeah.
And I feel like everyone on this list, it's not always the person who
It
is
doesn't
on
have
the
to be
big
the spotlight.
screen.
Yeah.
It's not always the person on the big screen. It's also the people that are just consistently putting in the work. She has, I'm exaggerating, but if it's an inkling of what Tony Todd has, she has over 100, credits of just all this indie horror and appearances and just a love for the genre. To me, that's a scream queen.
Yeah.
Hands down.
It's it's more than. I think matron was such an appropriate term for that. The same as Sage with Tony Todd, where it's no. You are well versed in this.
Yeah.
You are a part of this, and you've always been. Yes.
Absolutely. And it's
So happy to have Felicia Rose.
And when you're on Dragula, the Boulet Brothers Dragula, when you're a guest judge there consistently.
Also guest jugs.
Yeah. No. But yeah. I see you prominently in all the spaces, big and small, because at the end of the day, now this is the actor side of me coming out, it's about what it feels to you. Some people do it for the fame, some people do it for the fortune, and that's fine. What's also fine is doing it for the love of what you're doing and being engaging and feeling fulfilled in what you're doing. And for Felicia Rose, she hits all the marks, but she does it for the love of it. And that's always going to have high marks on all of my, thoughts on acting, horror, and the cosmos of everything in between it.
Beautifully put.
Yeah, well done.
Beautifully put. Oh, God, how do I follow that up?
I think you followed it up with
Yeah, we followed
our
up
final
with our-
awards.
Our final two. Oh,
Yes.
God, it
So
comes
Do you have
down to the
an
boiler.
official.
We have an
King
official king and queen.
Any guesses? Any wondering who we left off the list?
If you watched the episodes prior, you would have
Probably
like
are.
yeah,
Process of
and you have a little
elimination,
like note board of what we talked about. You could probably just knock them
As
out.
I'm sure are dozens of. Just
I
we love you
mean-
all.
Do you pick anyone other than like Jamie Lee Curtis?
Well, see, we did want to steer more into
Yeah,
contemporary
more
because we can
contemporary
only talk
stuff.
about her and Sigourney
Yes.
Weaver so much.
Yes.
Although we love them both.
Man, then if we're looking at contemporary stuff and it's not Patrick Wilson.
I will say these are names that are definitely a bit smaller, more in line with what Claudio was very much just discussing. More
Okay.
sort of less prestige-y, less big names. But like it
On
still
their way.
feels insulting to say B-list because like, damn if they're not like known by those who know. You know what I mean? Or,
They've hit the
Gotcha.
mark numerous times, and
the
like
que-
before, if you didn't know them then, these recent projects will put them on your radar.
Horror movie fans' favorite horror movie fan.
Yeah, and the Queen in particular has had a hell of a year.
Oh yeah, she has.
Like just doing a lot of work and just like stuff I didn't even know was
King
coming out.
2. King 2.
yeah.
This
He's
year?
been working his
This year?
ass off this year.
I did. Well, I know
Yeah.
like behind like I didn't know like when that stuff was coming out or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And it's so
alright.
funny because without spoiling anything, they share a movie together coming out.
So
Or
it helped our, I think, not our
Yeah.
decision. But sorry.
But yeah, shall we on 3 give it to our king?
We'll do our king first, yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Kyle Gallner.
Surprising no one who's
Yeah, surprisingly.
We said his name in
virtually-
tandem in 5 different episodes.
You know, if I had a nickel, I'd have so many nickels.
Yeah.
He was in Smile. He was before then Jennifer's Body.
Really?
Goth
Okay.
Remember that
Kid.
goth
That's
kid?
right.
All right.
Yeah.
Before
yeah.
then, he was a nameless character in Red Eye. Before then, he was on Veronica Mars.
Killian
F-
Murphy's Red Eye?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Your
Rachel
boy.
McAdams.
Yeah,
Red Eye.
Rachel
Your boy.
McAdams too. Oh my
He
god.
was also
he
in
was-
The Haunting in Connecticut.
Yes.
Yeah.
He also showed up as a drunk guy in the parking lot number 5 in Scream 6.
Yeah.
Yay!
Quite literally. Oh my god.
He gets gutted in a parking lot.
Which our
Yeah.
queen was also in.
She was.
Not the.
Jesus.
I don't think that was the
Not
same
that same
one.
movie.
So
She was in 5?
it would have been 5. He was in 5. She was
She
in
was,
6.
yeah,
Okay,
he was in 5. She was in 6.
Which should,
I get
maybe
the
that's
mix
gonna give you some more Nightmare on Elm Street remake.
Yes, he was.
So, like,
Oh shoot.
Yeah, he was our Quentin.
So he's been doing this for a while, but then more recently, he really not caught our attention, but like really was like, oh shoot,
Drove it
you
home.
have to pay attention to this man now.
Definitely caught my attention
with Strange Darling.
Yep, that's the one.
Yep.
Which we've discussed, so we won't belabor the point. But again, Kyle Gallner, congratulations, sir. Truly though, he is someone that like legitimately, like if he ever came across the
Tag
silly
him
little
in this video right
this
now.
silly little show that we do, but no, he's like, and if he never sees us, that's great. Like it doesn't matter. But like he's the type of dude that like I think understands like punk ethos, understands like respect for fans, understands like the love that like the weirdos in basements bring to like some of the best works of art that end up either blowing up or being forgotten. But either way, it's like that's the stuff this guy is about, and like he appreciates I think small weird things as much as anyone else does. So speaking again to like what Claudio was going off on, and just the fact that like this is a guy who does it for the love of it and is not necessarily in it for the fame, but I think that's exactly why his talent is going to shine through and it's going to earn him that fame come sooner or later. Like it's definitely going to be happening.
He's due his.
yeah,
He's due
yeah.
his soon.
Not that he's not already successful in his own right, but like folks in the mainstream need to,
Absolutely.
I think, get to know him. Also,
Wake up!
like any good horror person, he's also been a serial killer on Criminal Minds. So,
Yes!
For sure.
and a particularly creepy one directed by none other than.
Brian Fuller?
No, I was gonna say on Criminal Minds, Matthew Ray Gubler.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Damn. Brings us
So with
around
all
to our
that-
queen.
So wait, let me.
Yeah, you can think about her a little bit, I know.
If I get sued for Patrick Wilson, I'll let you sue for this.
This was also just a match with my skeleton friend here.
Breeders.
We're both into her.
Breeders.
Shall we on 3 then?
Shall we? Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Samara
Samara
Weaving.
Weaving.
Okay.
You would remember her recently from Azrael. Have you seen Azrael?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's
so
her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Loved Azrael so
Babysitter.
much.
Yeah.
So badass.
Oh, I loved her in the
Babysitter.
Babysitter.
Yes.
God, I loved her in the Babysitter.
She was awesome in the first one, and then has like a bit part in the second, but still like really
Yeah.
just like
She's in the first 10 minutes of Scream 6.
and like anything she's in,
Okay.
Ready
she
or
makes the
Not.
most.
Ready
of
or
it.
Not.
The big thing, like when she starred in Ready or Not, that was like, oh God, who is this lady? Like, can she be in everything from here on out? Thankfully, Ready or Not 2, Here I Come,
Indeed.
is coming out soon.
Electric Boogaloo.
With not only Samara Weaving returning, but Catherine Newton will be joining her. So like another Scream Queen nominee, getting some synergy there. But she's had a big year this year because in addition to the upcoming feature with Kyle Gallner, which is called
Caroline.
very good, thank you.
Caroline.
This year, she was in Eeny Meeny, something that's streaming now on Hulu that I still haven't seen yet. She was also in Borderline with son of Jack Nicholson, Robert Nicholson? Mike Nicholson? I forget his name
Ray
now.
Nicholson.
Ray, who I thought was really like effective in the role. I just didn't love the script, but regardless, that came out this year. Was Azrael this year, last year?
Azrael was
Last
last year.
Either way, like
It was
boom,
about
boom,
a
boom.
year
That's,
to the
you know,
day
that's
kinda
that's
deal.
pretty
Yeah.
pretty solid.
I,
sure.
I sincerely hope
Output.
she is one of those ones that it's like she is good enough to do anything. I think she's gonna stick around, and I hope she sticks around because
Works on
like
the
this,
Ash.
Yeah.
Ash
Oh,
show?
yeah.
She was
Holy
Ash,
shit.
Ash versus Evil
Yeah,
Dead.
dude.
So that's what I'm saying. Like she's been
yeah.
chasing genre. She's
All
got her
right.
horror dues. She
Like,
does it
it's-
for the love. She doesn't do it for the prestige. She's married to the director who they made, I think, Eeny Meeny together.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah. But anyway, like she's just. We're talking about horror, but like, I think comedy is maybe the hardest thing to like do well. And I feel like she nails it.
And
like,
famously, the two of them go hand in hand.
yeah, it's like it's flip sides of the same coin, that whole thing. And I don't know, she's just someone that like is not just like an obvious beauty, like that's like very clear, but like beyond that, like a performer who can do action like Azrael, who can do humor like The Babysitter, who can do more straightforward slasher stuff with like this, even just that one Scream cold open, like. Drew Barrymore was also in just the first 10 minutes. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like,
And that was like foundational for her career.
Yeah.
Yes.
huge. So again, this is someone who I really, not only want to, pay respect to and honor and stuff, but also like put back out into the universe. Like give this woman more because she deserves all the limelight, all the spotlight, and we're big fans.
Yeah, absolutely.
It feels good to go down that list. And,
It feels good to finally get that off my chest because we've been sitting on that for so long.
we have.
Folks have been dying, and it was so hard to tell.
And
What would win? Who
I
would
will
win?
say, again, and I keep repeating this because it's very important to our listeners, horror is subjective. If you find some Scream kings and queens and all the horror anomalies in between, by all means, let us know. Like I said,
Who'd we miss?
diving into horror is
There's so
finding
much.
every nook and cranny of joy, and again, the people that come straight to streaming. I mean, hell, one of the people that I work with right now in a show, she worked in a scare place, because I just realized I'm not going to dox her. She worked in a scare place, and then come conversation, she's done indie movies too, and they're on streaming too, and like, don't forget the people that you work with. But also, like, it's the joy of, like, why we do it, why they do it. Just existing in the realm is enough of a reward. So
Nah,
diving
being
in,
part of the community, right? Is
And 9 times out of 10,
Lot of
people
fun.
that do it because they love it.
yeah,
They do it for the same reason that we go and see it.
We do it for the paycheck, obviously.
Obviously. God.
When do I get mine?
Yeah, y'all are
We
getting
talked
paid?
about that. Don't bring that up.
Whoa. But yeah, so
Amateurs.
let us know any.
Here's your paycheck.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. Oh.
You get to take Bran home with you.
Yeah.
You do have to bring him back, though.
Yes, but let us know any horror features that you think deserve a spot at the table. Trick question, everyone deserves a spot at the table. But we're always happy to hear different ideas, different movies, different streaming ways of finding these movies so that we can expand our library and in turn spread the joy of those horrors.
Because at the end of the day, this is just like, these are just our recommendations based on what we've seen. As they said famously in Reading Rainbow, you don't gotta take our word for it. Like, make your own decisions. There's so much stuff out there to watch. There's so much. And that's truly the most cool thing about the horror is it's so deep and it's not mainstream. It's buried. You have to go find it. But it's so rewarding when you find something that works.
Oh yeah. And it scratches that right itch in your brain like this is exactly the kind of movie that I like really wanted right now. It just and you're like, hey guys, guess what?
Well then, so hopefully this was a celebration of all things horror, something that folks can use to get into different things that will turn them on to the different things that they'll end up loving, and then they can also hang out with other weirdos.
Because that's all it is at the end of the day. Find your weirdos.
And thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
I think that about does it for our first
What
ever.
a wonderful way to spend Halloween.
I just want to say it was brave of you to stop doing makeup and show up in your
Yes.
normal face.
Yeah,
You know-
well, you know what?
We
I
do
was
need to
supposed
give you
to do
credit
that,
for
yeah.
that like it took 13 episodes
I
for
wasn't
you
gonna call it out
to
but
be seen, but
Yeah.
like this
I
is
see
nice.
you.
Finally.
Right?
Yeah,
Finally.
I decided not to put cover up on today. It was just like, it's been so hard. you
Yeah.
know?
It's a lot.
You've been keeping up appearances with us for a long time.
It's
Yeah.
a while. When you're doing it to your own friends, that's when you really got to start thinking.
I was in the chair at 6 a.m.
6 a.m. It's pigs. All that's to say, John, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes,
This was a fun time.
absolutely.
Like, we're
It's
so
definitely a
stoked
good
to
time.
actually have a guest here for once, and I'm sorry.
So long since I've seen a human face.
I'm sorry.
You're just
that
looking at that. That's
You're
all
probably gonna be gone now, and I don't know if you're ever coming back.
I'm always around.
We'll make do.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much
but
for
no.
stopping by and hanging out with us on this lovely Halloween episode. If you guys
Happy
are all
Halloween.
good,
I think I'm very content with everything. This was
I
a
am
great
too.
award ceremony.
this was wonderful.
Wanna go trick or treating?
I think I.
Can they let us out?
Ooh, do you think they have candy?
Wait, knock on the door. Knock on the
how
little
I got
window. They'll give us the candy.
Oh, maybe.
He promised candy. That's what I mean by my paycheck.
You're giving him candy, but we have to starve.
I've been hoarding it. It's literally in my pillow. I'm sorry.
Not how the Tooth Fairy works. But anyway, folks, thank you
Anyway, that'll be
joining
it.
us.
That'll be it for us on the podcast downstairs. You can find us wherever your podcasts are available. You can also find us on the YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. I want to thank our producer and tech wizard Don and Not Great Entertainment for all the help setting up the pod. Until then, we will see you later and stay out of the basement. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, blessed Samhain, all that good stuff.